On Instagram. Get us on all your podcast medias, except don't care. Check out our YouTube channel. I've been grinding in this garage. I've been in here just grinding, just editing videos. I don't know who Scorsese's editor is. I was just going to make up a name. Anyway,
Scorsese does it, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure. To my left, the bald one. Not as shiny today. Thanks, Joy Sedano.
Shout out to Joy.
Mr. Ryan Ricketts.
What's up? It is kind of shiny, though.
More of a
I think it's because just of my glorious head, though.
Sure, guy. And across from us, the kombucha queen, the great, the powerful Lauren Makinson. That's a long name.
Thanks for having me, guys.
She is the owner of So Active in Haddonfield, which is a girl store, I guess. I mean, is that a mean way to...
No.
A girl store. It's a girl. Do you call
it caters to women.
Right.
What do you call a boutique? Would that be a boutique, or what's a boutique?
Yeah, it's a boutique. So we just refer to it as like an activewear lifestyle boutique.
It's a yoga store for women.
No, it's not a yoga store.
You shut up, Evan.
Why? Have you guys been getting labeled as a yoga store?
Yeah, people walk by all the time. They're like, "Oh, that's the yoga store. That's the yoga store." And that's like one of my biggest things.
And Lauren's shouting from the inside, "No, we're not a fucking yoga store."
No, 100%. Yeah, it's all active. So
I had no clue. I just struck a nerve.
Yeah,
right off the bat. I love it.
Yeah,
good start,
Ev. Yoga store.
Awesome, fantastic.
And that's the end of the podcast for today.
Well, we got her pissed, so this is going to be good. Awesome. Thanks for coming. Laura is one of if you guys have watched, who knows what episode he's on. He was the big Frankenstein himself, Wojcik's older sister. Well, you said bigger sister, but she got pissed off earlier, too. You know what? She's pissed off today.
All types of fired up.
All types of fired up.
She did grab the sword at one time behind her back.
She did.
I had to
stab
take it
me
off
in my back.
She had a Game of Thrones you in the
Don't
the back.
watch it. You watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I've tried so many times, and I don't get it.
I've been... Kate's been like forcing me to binge. She's gonna get mad at that.
You can't force somebody.
I don't fucking force you.
That's how Brian is. He like wants me to watch it so bad, and like I keep trying to like watch a little bit, and I still don't get it. I'm like, how do people like this?
Right. It took us.
It takes. I don't know.
It took us like a solid because she wanted me to catch up so that we could watch season 8 together, which started this past Sunday, 2 weeks ago. This Sunday, I don't know. And it took us, I don't know, 2-3 months to get through like 2 seasons because they're hour long. You got to sit down and watch them, and I wasn't like super into it.
What's his name?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But now I'm on like season 4. I'm almost done season 4.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's starting to settle in, obviously.
Brian made that like whole plan for us too. It's probably like in January. He's like, if you start now, like if we watch this many episodes, you'll be caught up by season 8.
And you were like, I got stuff to do.
Bitch, I own a store. Like,
wait,
so I got shit to do.
We watched like the first season and like a half, but it was half-assed. Like it was like I would be falling asleep at night, whatever. And then this past Sunday, I think because of all the hype, in the morning I wake up, I'm like, yeah, let's watch it today. And he's like livid with me because he's like, we could be caught up. Like,
it's already started. It already fucking started.
Watch it.
God damn it.
Oh, I think I just started season 3.
If we would have followed my plan.
That is it.
Right.
See, I'm the type of guy you keep telling me to watch something, ain't happening.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't say I'm spiteful, but the more and more you rub it in my face, I'm like, well, now I definitely don't give a fuck.
Right.
I definitely don't care now. I don't care.
Mine was more of...
I look up the naked scenes on the on the internet. They always have them pop up, so...
Mine was more of, I come home for lunch, and I work like 4 minutes away, so I'm home for 50 minutes.
You should start walking.
I'm home for like 50 minutes, and I've been watching shows, like ripping through shows, and I needed a new one. So So I was like, all right, let me settle back in on Game of Thrones. And now I'm kind of ripping through that.
You like it though?
Yeah, I do at this point.
Right, I'm sure it's
I
good.
mean,
I mean,
you have to,
everybody
4
says
seasons
That's what I
it's
mean.
in,
good.
I'm
man.
like, I feel like almost obligated because everyone loves it, but I'm just like, I can't. I don't know that I just can't get into it.
Right.
But
Apparently, I don't like it as much as Kate because when something crazy happens, she turns and looks at me, and like I'm just sitting there watching the show, and she's like, "How are you not getting excited over what just happened?"
Because
I was
I've
like,
been playing Grand Theft Auto for the last 4 years. Grand Theft Auto 5 is as real as it gets, all right? I don't need anything else.
Not only that, but they have like black magic and stuff. So like, sometimes what you see isn't like there's other ways for them to. I don't want to.
and there's
Anyway.
so many characters.
Spoiler alert, it's like 10 years old.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's ways around. Like somebody will die, and then all of a sudden they come back, and you're like, oh, so. Now when somebody dies, if somebody big dies, I'm like, they're probably going to come back.
Yeah.
They probably don't, but in my head, I'm like, they fucking come back.
Right.
I'm sure they don't. But.
That's how I was. I used to love True Blood. That was my shit. It's fine. The first, 3 seasons were great because it was actually just vampires, couple werewolves, everybody's sexy, they have sex, they bite each other's necks, there's, crazy shit going on, and then it just started getting carried away. Fairies popped up. Shapeshifters? Someone's turning into a shapeshifter?
Turning into a shapeshifter?
Shish? You're going to hit me with a shish?
That's why I think part of the problem with good shows is they don't know when to end.
Right.
So they keep going, and then it starts getting crazier and crazier, and
Yeah,
you're like,
shit.
this is fucking stupid now.
Shit.
Yeah.
And
And
then
the
you
weird
fall
part
off.
about Game of Thrones is the show's ahead of the book, right? So
Right.
I know the writer is pretty much helping to create the show, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Right. Base it off the book.
I'm
go backwards.
probably pissing off so many people.
Oh, we
I
all
know.
are. We all are. I feel like I shouldn't be talking about this because I don't know enough. You're right, guys.
We
You're
lost.
right.
We lost so many followers.
Guys,
in
you're
this
right.
conversation.
I might as well be talking about politics. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of my place. We got Lauren here.
We'll just cut
the
this whole
owner of
thing out,
Soul
don't worry about it.
Active. It's a women's fitness boutique, not yoga
Don't
studio.
call it a yoga store.
You son of a bitch.
Yep,
Now, are you running Broad Street this year?
I am.
Are you? Yo,
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
I just started training yesterday.
I'm not been training. So
I just got done my first run. ever.
I stole this
I'll
from
be
Bert.
dogging it with you.
Yeah, I stole it from Bert Kreischer, but I always say I have the Mickey Mantle gene, so I just show up on game day. That's
I
whatever.
could see that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not there to win it. I'm running with Mason Perkins. He for sure hasn't been training.
No.
All he does is send me Snapchats of him having explosive diarrhea.
He ran it last year, right?
Yeah.
And
And
was
he
that
hasn't
the day?
walked. He hasn't walked right since.
I was gonna say, is that the day that he couldn't walk the next
No,
day?
he actually ran with one
Or
of
is
his
that
friends. He
another
ran
one?
like a half marathon that he didn't train for. I was like, sir, I mean,
It's only
Broad
3 more
Street's 10
isn't it?
miles, so what's
Right.
the difference? So we're doing Broad Street. Cool.
We
I've never
are.
done it before. I'm not really that scared.
Yeah.
Because
no,
I
it's
just-
a good one, and
Yeah, I
it's
feel like it's fun.
packed the whole way. So there's so much energy.
It's on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
So
More
afterwards,
importantly,
we get a little chip
What-
and guac.
What time's your run start?
I have no
It's like
idea.
the
7
competitive
probably.
one.
Yeah, around
well, I
like-
think the competitive one starts earlier, right?
so there's
Is that how they usually
like
do it?
well, there's corrals. So the first few sections are the competitive, the seated people,
Kenyans.
and then
Yeah, all the Kenyans are up top.
and then the others are shortly after. But I mean, nobody's gonna catch the seated
Right,
people from
right.
there. But
But
it's
that's what I mean,
it's
they go
minutes.
first.
I'm running
Yeah,
in
it's
bands.
not- Oh my gosh.
No, guys. I have running shoes. Everybody relax. Everyone relax.
They just happen to be made by Vans.
Yeah.
They're Skechers shape-ups. Are they,
Rye, you want
are
to
they
talk about
not,
our post today? Before we get into
Yeah.
Laura's life and career?
Sure.
And she starts getting very upset with us?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to push her buttons. I don't care.
Ready for it?
Get Rye. What did we do today? What did we sign up for?
We signed up for the Bend to the Shore.
Bike tour in rhyme, so you better let
Bend to
them
the
know.
Shore bike tour. So it is a bike race. I guess it's always called a race. Like the Broad
Right,
Street
but
is still a race, right?
It's a charity event. I mean, we're going to be pedaling. It's 65 miles, so you got to...
Right.
Are we
65
racing each other? No.
65
But-
miles from the Ben Franklin Bridge to Atlantic City. There's, 5, I think, rest stops that you stop at.
We
and
can't
they
stop to number 3. I just made that rule.
Stop till number 3?
Yeah, we can't stop to the third rest stop.
All right, fine. Whatever.
Whatever that's at, 40 miles or something. We can't stop.
But I think their goal is like 12-mile-an-hour pace, which on a bike should be pretty easy to keep. And 12-mile-an-hour pace and 10 minutes at each rest stop. So as long as you keep that pace,
We're going right by.
as long as you keep that pace, you'll get to Atlantic City by 1:30. If you're not in Atlantic City by 1:30, they come by in a car and they scoop you up. They say, "Get the fuck in."
It's embarrassing.
Huh.
It's embarrassing.
No.
Not happening. 65
No, we're not in the
miles-
race. We're just riding. It's
65
crazy.
miles ain't no chump change.
No
That's
way.
for sure. But
But it's also on a bike.
it's also on a bike, and I feel like it's going to be real fun, like sightseeing, and well, most importantly, it's for a charity.
Right.
The charity is
I forget.
no, come on,
No, the
Badges.
families of fallen,
Yeah.
fallen like
First-
cops and
yeah, first responders.
first responders. Yeah, thank you.
let me
That's
get the let me get the exact name.
Um,
And it's
And-
not that I
and,
don't
like,
know the
children's-
charity; it's just a tongue
and,
twister.
and other children's charities, I think too. It's not just one. But we
Families
have to raise.
behind the badge, Children's Foundation. Thank you.
We have to raise $200 a person. So
Yeah.
if you want to then ride. Get your own $200.
Sure.
Otherwise, donate to us, and we'll give it to the people.
Yeah.
You don't have to donate directly to us if you don't trust us.
Well, either way, it's on our
yeah.
Instagram page and all that jazz. So donate. We appreciate it. We love it. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited about it.
So
Yeah,
am I,
it's
actually.
so fun.
What's the
We have
date
to,
of it?
I have to get a
July
bike.
28th, Sunday.
I have to get a bike first. But
Jake said you can borrow his.
if I don't, I'll just run it. Who cares?
Now,
It's not that far. 65 miles.
that would be petrifying, running 65 miles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys are running 10, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to do that. So
All right,
that
so-
times 6 times, 6.5 times.
Lar,
In case you can't do math.
yeah, so guys, donate if you can. We really appreciate it. It's going to be a cool charity event. We're going to be posting shit about it like once a week, so we will be annoying. I'm sorry, but Lar. All right, let's get into Lar.
Well, hold on. Don't you
What?
have something to ask her? Or did you already ask her?
I didn't ask her anything.
About the ride.
Oh, we were wondering. Oh,
We were wondering.
we were wondering
There
if
we go.
what's more important. What's more important? You think the shirt or the pants?
Pants.
We were wondering if you could make us some race shorts.
Huh.
What?
All the padding.
Huh, okay.
Well,
let me
considering
think
you
about
own
it.
a athletic store, we were wondering if you could make us some race shorts. Don't have to answer now.
Think about it.
Just think about it.
think about it.
Make them or provide them?
Provide them.
I don't know.
We'll pay
Can
for
they
them.
have our logo on them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Put your logo
I want
on
your logo on
put
it.
Our, put our logo, put up whatever you want on them. We'll
right.
pay for them.
Yeah,
don't
we'll
have
pay
to-
for them. Put Soul Active right on the ass. I'll be
Yeah.
cruising.
Perfect.
Because Rye's going to be on my pegs. So we're only doing one
It'll
bike.
be perfect. It'll be-
With the bag.
He's going to be on my pegs. So put the real big on his shorts. His ass is going to be right behind us.
or on both legs, and I'll just stand backwards. So everyone can just look at my legs.
Yeah, they're going to be so white. We're going to have to get a trash can full of suntan screen lotion and just oil you up. Just
Just dive
just
in.
dip them in head first.
Oh my god.
I can't.
All right.
I can't have one of those helmets with the holes in it where the
Oh my
the sun
God, we
can
have to
see
wear
through
helmets.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, we have to get our bike inspected. You have to take it to a bike shop.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You have to take it to a bike shop and get it inspected
What are they going to do?
to make sure that it's fit to ride 65 miles. Because they don't want you to get 30 miles out and your shit fall apart. Now they have to worry about giving you a ride home.
What bike
You
shop
have
you
to wait for
going
the
to?
truck.
Well, there's ones that they provide. So if you go like prior to 2 weeks before the race to one of those bike shops, it's free. Obviously, if they have to do something, you have to pay for that. But just the inspection itself is free.
Okay, whatever.
Mind blown
My bike's
right now.
fine.
He was
My
like, "What
bike's
the fuck?"
My bike's
out.
fine. My
I'm
bike's
out.
fine.
That
I'm
was it.
fine. We're good. Anyway, Lauren Makinson's in the house.
You don't say all three names.
She's like a doctor. You gotta
She's
hit her-
hyphenated. I
Bang,
don't
bang,
know.
bang. Owner of Soul Active
Brian's like, "What the fuck, man?"
Women's Activewear Boutique. Now, let's start from the very beginning. Lauren Wojcik comes from a family of athletes, and I'm going to take a shot at the Wojciks real fast. Very bad ligaments. Now, I don't know what's going on in the family. I guess you guys all had a fight for the protein in the house,
Yeah.
and Mark
It was only a
obviously
limited
grabbed.
supply.
No, it's a stupid joke because they all have sports injuries because they all played sports at a higher level. Now, you played soccer and
Yep.
lacrosse.
Yep.
Not field hockey.
No.
Cool, because field hockey's corny.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk about how corny field hockey is. So you play in sports, and did you get a scholarship to college for sports?
So I first went to TCNJ, so they don't give academic or athletic scholarships out.
Right.
They help out academically. So yeah, I went to, I first of all, got into TCNJ to play lacrosse.
Nice.
Not necessarily for my grades. Not that I was dumb, but
Who goes to
school?
It was for lacrosse.
Who goes to school for their grades?
Right, and they just formulated a different way
They have,
at schools like that.
Right.
They're like, we don't give athletic scholarships,
but this is what.
but
we can
you
do
might
for
be
you
able
in
to get
another
something.
aspect.
Yeah,
In a special talents.
Exactly.
Was what it was called.
and you're like, so you give athletic scholarships? Is that what you're saying?
So
I don't understand.
So you played not only lacrosse at TCNJ.
That's when she
So-
started field hockey.
Oh,
that's
no.
when I picked up field hockey.
There was an opening. I figured I'd slide in.
Yeah, well, I never actually played a game at TCNJ. I ended up my senior year tearing my ACL, and so then they had me redshirt my freshman year.
Okay.
And then
Your senior year in high school, you tore your ACL.
yeah. And so then I actually left TCNJ after my freshman year and transferred to James Madison.
Jane, yeah.
Yeah.
Jane Madison. Jane Madison.
Best.
Jane.
Why can't I think where James Madison is? Virginia?
Yeah. Middle of
I'm
nowhere,
on fire
Virginia.
today. That's a party school, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I love it there.
I feel like that's what happens when you, because there's nothing else around
Well,
there,
when you
right?
show up on crutches, what else are you supposed to do other than start partying? Guys, I was going to be part of the team, but now I'm just here for shits and gigs.
Well, I feel like when schools have nothing else around,
It's
they have to be
literally
a party
like
school.
James, so it's in the middle of the Shenandoah Valley, and it's gorgeous, like awesome mountains, everything, but it is literally just JMU and Harrisonburg. Like,
Right.
and the people that live in Harrisonburg are like the town. It's like species of their own. And
Oh,
it
no,
also
the
has
hills
a
have
real-
eyes?
Old
Yeah.
counties.
for sure. And it also has it actually has a really high gang population.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like we used to get emails from school all the time being like, "There's a planned
Don't walk
gang or whatever
alone.
at Walmart or something."
Of
like,
course.
like you know what I mean? Like crazy stuff.
They're
that
all
you would-
dressed in pajamas, walking around in slippers.
but you wouldn't think
That's the
like,
customer,
in the
sir.
middle of like Virginia, you know. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if
Yeah.
they got nothing else to do, they might as well become a gang.
yeah,
That's what's up. All right. So,
So
where
did
does...
did you ever play against TCNJ?
no. So TCNJ was Division 3, and then JMU was Division 1. So I went to JMU,
So you upgraded.
and my third day there, I tore my other ACL.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
so
was
one
great.
wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Doesn't that happen often, though? Because, like, you favor the one side?
No,
so
it
then you-
does. It does. If you tear one, you're more likely to tear your other.
Okay.
That's what they said about my dog, because my dog tore his ACL. They were like, "It's pretty
that's
sure
fine.
he's probably going to tear his other," and I was like, "Awesome, So
Cool. I'll
another,
start
Yeah.
saving up now.
another $5
I'm
grand
pretty
down the
sure-
fucking."
You guys don't fact check, but I'm pretty sure
No,
it's
at all.
something. No, I'm almost positive it's something with like the way your like pelvic and hip bones sit after it's because you like favor it more or
Right.
something.
Do you like chiropractors?
I don't really. Well, I go to an active release therapist, which is
What-
a chiropractor, but a little bit different.
Okay.
But yeah. So then, yeah, that was my sophomore year, and then pick up my junior year before the season started. That was my third one, and so at that point, I was.
What do you mean your third one?
So I've done it 4 times. I've done 2 and 2. Yeah.
Now, see, I made the joke about the Wojcik earlier because I know Mark had 2. Did Mark have 2 or 3?
Mark had 1 ACL and then 1 like exploded
Because
kneecap.
because he fell off a fucking scooter like a hobo. Mikey only had a broken hand a couple times. I seen him.
And a leg.
Jesus, Mikey. What about Jess?
She's actually the best of us. So I've had 4 ACLs and 3.
She was a smart one. She
broken
didn't play
arms.
any sports.
Yeah.
She just stayed home.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
saw what was happening to everyone else.
She's
She was
like,
like, "Fuck that."
this.
But you know what's so funny? Jess is by far like the most naturally athletic one of all of us. Like she was always the quickest. Like she's so strong. We work out together in the morning and I get like pissed how like she's so
What
strong.
are you guys benching?
put that
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
weight
No,
down,
at
Jess.
like boot camp we go to and like she's really strong. But she also just like never gave a shit. Like she was just like like she just
She got the
played it,
Mickey
played it,
Mantle
but
gene.
wasn't like how like Mark and I were so like you know.
Oh, yeah. Mark texts
Right.
me
So
once a week
focused.
what he's benching. I'm like, all right, dude. Cut it out. All right? There's
still-
no reason to be benching Volkswagens anymore.
Is Mark still wrestling, or
Who knows? He lives near Justin, right?
Yeah. Justin's wrestling
they
coach. Shout
probably,
out to
they
Justin.
probably wrestle each
All
other?
right. So you get to college,
Yeah.
and then do you... Well, I don't...
You just
I guess
methodic-
you didn't
she
play at all, did
No,
you?
so then after the third one, I
Lots of
ended up
practice, though.
yeah, right. So then I ended up working for the team.
Okay.
The rest of my junior year and then senior year, and then actually the 4th one's super embarrassing, but you know Sean T from Insanity,
Yeah.
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 The black dude, right?
yeah, full on got me in the 4th time, like in my basement. Yeah.
No.
Do
Pull out your ACL doing insanity.
Yeah, and like that time it wasn't even like an.
If you would have told me Ty Bo, I would have had a little more respect than you.
No, like it's super like literally it happened, and I remember like texting my mom and just being like, because it just like after one it's pops, and I've always just done the ACL, so it actually hasn't been that painful. Like it's way more painful after the surgery. But yeah, I just texted her and was like, I just tore my ACL again, and it was just like a.
And she was probably like, haha, good one.
Oh
And
no,
you're
she was like, okay, like call DeLuca, which was my surgeon. His trainer that's in with him on all things. Like I had her actual phone number because we had so many issues.
And they picked up the phone. He picked up the phone and was like, hey, Laura, what's up?
Right. So now I'm like all
tore my
good.
ACL. All
like,
right.
I run Broad
Come
Street,
in Thursday?
running straight. I'm good. Like
If they put any cuts in
I'm
Broad
done.
Street, that's it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So but it's crazy. Like my knees are fine. Like I ran the New York Marathon. Like they don't bother me.
Oof.
Are they going to be fine in like 20 years?
I don't know.
That's not something that.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't go down to like bone on bone eventually, does it? Or
Well, so they can see like when you get X-rays and stuff, like if there's arthritis already, like I guess your bones, whatever, a lot later. And I don't have any signs of that. I also think a lot of times people, not to say anything against anybody else who's had a surgery who could have had complications or anything like that. Like, I think making sure you keep I'm pretty good about making sure my legs are like in running shape or in like
you stay
strong
in shape.
and whatever, or and like landing correctly, and just making sure, just because I know like those issues I guess could happen, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Right.
I'm sure yoga helps, right? You do a shit ton of yoga.
Yeah.
Yoga helps everything. I actually love yoga. I've done it a couple times, like hot yoga.
You used to get a hot yoga, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Mark go with you once?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
he
he
was supposed
failed?
to. He was supposed to. Oh my god, did he? I don't know. We were going with a guy we worked with, Ron's wife, in Maple Shade, and I loved it and shit. But like,
that's a Bikram studio too, right?
I have no idea. We did hot yoga boot camp, so like we would have weights too.
Oh, okay.
This chick Sheena, the instructor, complete.
Wait, I love Sheena. So she was at Shine in Maple Shade.
Shine. Yeah, that's where I used to go.
I
Complete.
take her all the time.
She's a complete unit. She is.
I was gonna say she
She's
probably
now,
fucked you up, didn't
she's
she?
now the trainer at Burn Boot Camp. My sister and I go to the one in Hainesport, but she's the one in Mount Laurel, and she's
the bomb.
awesome.
She's the bomb.com.
Yeah, her yoga boot camp was.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved it too, but like I literally can't afford $20 a week.
Yeah.
It's just tough that like
Right.
She said I had really nice hands. She said, "Come on, you have really nice big hands." I was like, "Thank you, Sheena. I'll take that as a
And
compliment."
you were like, so do you?
Yeah. I loved it. All right, so we'll get to yoga in a little bit. So you don't play shit because your knees, and then you blow out your other knee and doing Tae Bo in the basement. So where do you transfer from? Like, all right, obviously you have active, like you've been doing sports your whole life.
Yeah.
Now I remember Mark telling me you worked for Under Armour with a tennis player. How'd that come about?
So I went to college for graphic design, and then after college I worked for Custom Ink. They're like a custom apparel company.
Yeah. I see those commercials.
So when they were super tiny, like under 300 employees, and the way that Custom Ink
we
works
are
is
under 300
actually
employees.
they're pretty awesome. They have everybody pretty much start through their sales service to just, cause they want you to know like the entire lifestyle from life cycle when a customer calls in to when they get their shirt. So I was there for a little bit, helped a little bit in the art department, but really it was, I liked the sales thing. I liked the competitive part of it. Like,
Really?
Oh yeah.
These goddamn competitors.
You
She can't turn it off.
You can't tear your ACL sitting behind
At
a
the
desk
desk.
doing
Yeah.
sales.
You don't know.
Right.
Somebody banged it a couple of times.
Now, do you make commission doing that?
Yeah, it was weird. It was like you had a base salary, but then you had a performance review. So if you hit X amount of like calls, sales, customer reviews, all that stuff, you were put into certain brackets where you would make
Okay,
more.
so you still you're making outgoing calls too.
No, all incoming.
Oh, okay. I was
So
gonna say, 'cause,
God,
like, who
don't
do
be
you,
that
who do you
person.
call?
No, never. It
Don't
was
be that
no, it was
person.
all
That's
it was
all
all
you-
incoming. So for the most part, it was just assisting people try to design their shirts on the site or
Right.
something like that.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it was awesome. Out of college, like they used to always be like, "You'll never work for a company that treats their employees as well as we do," and like they were not lying.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my gosh! Like during
I thought you were
busy-
gonna be like, watch.
No way. During busy
Everybody.
seasons, they would have like massage therapists there. They had free lunches on for every Friday all year. They would have like competitions where like you could, if you were made X amount of, if you had the highest sales volume, you'd win an iPad. Or if you had the I can't even talk. Sorry, highest number of sales, you'd win $500, or it was just like a cool right out of college atmosphere where they like
It's like Facebook.
when you're
just
still
with
like
shirts.
wanting to like go out like on a Tuesday night and drink and stuff, and then go to work where it's fun with a lot of young people. It was awesome.
Dress code, like they didn't care. That's what.
Yeah, it was like pretty. I mean, it was
Rye, write this shit down for when we have our own spot. Could you imagine working for me and Rye? Could you
Oh my
imagine what
gosh.
that would be like?
Oh
I
my
did tell
God.
Rye there would be a
You're
dress code.
hired, by the way.
Perfect.
I did tell Rye there would be a dress code. As funny as that was. I said you can't
Full
come.
suits. It's full suits.
No, obviously wear whatever you want, but
Yeah.
you can't come in sweatpants.
No, jeans is fine, right?
Jeans. I don't care what kind of shirt you wear, but you have to wear at least jeans.
Khakis.
Shorts, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like you're not wearing basketball shorts and you're not wearing sweatpants. Just because.
It's fine, man.
Just
Okay.
because.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever.
No
But
polyester
also-
pants.
But also, here's the thing. If I want to wear sweatpants, I'm going to wear fucking sweatpants.
Well, you own 50% of the company.
my company,
I guess there's nothing I can do about that. I'll set
Fire me. Fire me.
I'll set by example.
There you go.
Anyway, we don't have a company yet. She does. Let's
No.
take notes.
Technically, we do, but that's beside
So
the point.
after, custom ink. See, that's the shit. God. See, me and Bert who used to do the videos with us. Like, we worked at Chicky and Pete's after high school. So like
Yeah.
that was, and it was all young people. So like I love that type of
Right.
vibe. And you're just like, oh, it's cool as shit. Even when I first started where I'm working now, like there was a group of us and shit, and we were all still young. I mean, everybody separated and shit now, but you're just like, oh. Like you, when you're in them, and I'm not saying you were, because obviously you're doing way better now. But like for me, like you look back here, it's like, damn, that was like the glory days of when I was working. When like it'd be done work, and you'd be like, yo, I couldn't even buy beer at some points. I was like, yo, can you give me beer after work? It's like cool, stupid shit like
I'll
that.
drive
like,
you there if
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
want.
you're like, yo, come on, dude, I need a 30 for the weekend and shit. Like I miss that shit. I'm sad.
Listen, cry break. It's a cry break.
Cry break.
We'll be right back.
All right, so custom ink,
Yeah.
and then eventually.
And then I
Stop us at any time if you don't feel like talking about your life.
no, it's fine. So then I actually girl I went to we went to high school with. Do you guys remember Julie Ryman?
Yeah.
She was a recruiter at Urban Outfitters.
Urban Outfitters. Shout out to
And-
Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, and so they were starting a line
Why?
called
I don't know. I walk through. That's where I park at the mall. I walk through Urban Outfitters.
so do I actually. They're in Nordstrom.
Yeah.
They were starting an activewear line, and she had reached out to me like randomly. We got talking, and I went on to Urban. Their headquarters are right in Philly, so I was a design coordinator there. So typically in the design coordinator role, you're kind of like the liaison between the designers, the buyers, the production team. You deal with a lot of the factories, all that stuff. But because the line was so small, it was just a senior designer and me. So I kind of filled the assistant designer role. Which was awesome because I already knew Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, all of that, and had a design background, just not a fashion design background.
Right.
So I was lucky, like our tech designer, she would like, I was lacking the skills in like actually creating the garment of like
Now,
how
you
things
said-
should be constructed.
Like you said, graphic designs, but like you planned on fashion, or like because graphic designs could be anything, right? Like you can make.
No, so like when I was like straight up graphic design, like I was like design on
billboard?
demand, like
Like-
like package design
Right.
primarily. So
But like you weren't like aiming for like, oh, I'm gonna start making like shoes or some
Activewear.
shit.
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
Right.
Not at all. It was crazy how it happened. And then, and then I became the assistant designer there at Urban. And
Was Urban Outfitter that big then? They've been big for a while,
yeah,
right?
yeah, they were
Okay.
big. And then I was there for a while. And then I went up to Under Armour. Their headquarters in Baltimore, but they couldn't get any women designers to move to Baltimore. So we actually had a satellite office in New York City.
There was riots going on at the time. It was very awkward for
yeah,
everybody.
there actually was.
Yeah, I
That's when
know.
was there.
Freddie Gray.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Don't look at me like I don't know my shit. Okay, I know the most random shit.
I believe.
I actually remember coming home because that's when I had that apartment in Palmyra.
Right.
I remember coming home and they're like, "Oh, right." I never have the news on, so like
Yeah.
it like interrupted all the channels, and I just looked over and they're like, people were rioting, and I was like,
It was crazy. We were
what
supposed
the
to go
fuck?
down every Wednesday from New York. We would take the train down, Amtrak down to Baltimore for meetings all day with like everybody, and we couldn't go down there. Like getting
They're
everyone.
like, we'll Skype you. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
yeah,
they're currently breaking into Urban Outfitter as we speak.
You guys got a go-to meeting down
Yeah.
there? We'll
We're
set
getting
it up.
looted pretty hard down here. How are yous?
but yeah.
I mean, it's not funny, but like I'll make a joke on anything. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
Gosh,
I mean-
so yeah, at Under Armour, I designed base layer run, and I designed for Sloane Stevens. She was one of their assets at the time for tennis. She actually recently moved to Nike after she won the U.S. Open. But
hey, money talks. What are you going to do?
I know. And then after, I was at Under Armour for a bit, and then my old design director from Urban reached out to me about a position that was a little bit higher. It's kind of like in the fashion design world, it seems that's how it goes. It's kind of like you're moving around a lot based on hitting the next level.
Right, because if they got somebody sitting there, then that person's not going to leave so that you can move up.
Right. So then I went back to Urban for a bit, and then
and you're designing clothes, or you're kind of
So it went
like, how did you like all of a sudden? There's like, all right, well, I'm going to need you to start designing shit. Like, have you always been into fashion or what?
I've always loved fashion. I never really thought about like, a career in it. And then when it was activewear, it was kind of like, shit,
that's more
I
your
love
style,
this.
yeah.
And like dresses or whatever, any of that stuff is like, that's like not my stuff. Like, do I love them? Absolutely. But I'm like total nerd out about like technical fabrics and constructions and all that stuff, just because like it's so cool. Like the stuff that like people, that's my biggest thing. Like now, like when people will be like, why am I going to spend $60 on a pair of tights? But then they'll spend like $150 on a pair of jeans. And I'm like, why do you care if your jeans are like providing any functionality for you? Like your tights, you want to like be antimicrobial so they're not all funky. You want this like to
smell?
wick. Yeah. You want them to wick.
Yeah.
You want them to be quick dry. Like all of that stuff. Like that's what you're paying for. Those things aren't free.
I need my jeans to be flexible. Just side note. I
See,
need my jeans to be flexible.
What's weird is I don't even think about any of that stuff when I buy the things that I need.
Right. You just feel like, oh, I'm sweating right now. My ass smells. Of course it does. Like,
right.
Right,
and you just assume that the fabric's doing its job.
Right.
And then you go home and you take a shower. You know what I mean?
But then you
like,
see people working out in leggings and there's like big thing of ass sweat or
for
whatever.
sure.
And it's, but then they'll be the first to complain about it. But it's like those.
Or they bend over and you see their asshole. And it's like, oh, very interesting. I wish it was the girl over there who was bending over right now, not you, ma'am.
In my head, I'm thinking like that person sweats a lot, or they sweat a lot from their ass specifically.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
it could just be
who doesn't, right?
They bought the wrong fucking leggings. They should have got this pair of leggings, and it would have wicked, and it would have did this, and it would have did that.
Right.
Like it doesn't even cross my mind.
Right.
Like I feel like get that in a marketing campaign. God damn it.
No more ass sweat.
Buy these pants, you won't sweat from your ass.
But you always assume too, like if you spend money on shit, like everything's expensive as shit.
Right.
Like we'll bring up golf. So I'll go to Golf Galaxy. I'm like, all right, you know what? I was golfing. I think it was right before Christmas. So it was cold as shit out. And I didn't have like cold golf here because I usually only play in the spring. So I was like, all right. I looked at one Nike like pullover and shit. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, come on, $90.
But I feel like companies like Nike and Under Armour just take advantage.
Well, okay, hold on. So, let me get through this.
Sorry.
So, first of all, and then I fell in love with this one vest. So I seen a vest. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. That's sexy as shit right there. Like, I can wear that everywhere. Like, a lot of golf clothes you can wear anywhere.
Right.
Like, they're, like, nice. And then I went over to the vest, and it was like $140. I was like, motherfucker, it's got no sleeves. Like, how's it more money than the pullover I was just going to get? So I was like, all right. I know Adidas, and I know Under Armour and Nike. They're probably all around the same. Like, they're big in golf. I was like, all right. I like Ricky Fowler. There's Puma, and right next to Puma, there's Oakley. I'm like, they got to be cheaper. I go up, Puma, $90. I was like, motherfucker. I went over to Oakley. I was like, Oakley, don't disappoint me. I know you got to be. I'm not a huge Oakley guy, but I was like, it's nice. They're in the game. It's got to be a little bit less.
You design sunglasses. It can't be fucking $100.
Well, their glasses are like fucking $400 too. It's ridiculous. So I walk over with my eyes closed. I grabbed this one that I seen from the corner of my eye. It was like this nice tan color. I was like, oh, this is going to look great. I'm going to look like I know how to play. I grabbed it. I picked it up with my eyes closed. I looked at the tag. It was $80. I was like, Oakley, you're saving me $10 fucking dollars, you sons of bitches.
That's what I'm saying. I
just bit the bullet and went back to Nike.
They sometimes take
So
advantage.
did you get the vest?
No, I didn't get the vest. If like, I'm not good at lying, so if I came home and Chelsea was like, oh, how much was that vest? I'm like, 90. She would have freaked out. But little does she know it was actually $60 more than that. I would have been like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I feel like they sometimes take advantage where they're like,
of course they do.
We're Nike, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Right,
I
agree.
This is the same fabric that company's
Their slogan
got.
should be, just pay it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Plus, anything with golf on it is going to be an extra $30. It's like
right. And they've
trying to
already got
schedule
you.
anything with wedding or something like that. It's going to be double the price for the same exact thing because you have to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to.
And Nike, they've already most likely have provided you with a product that you love, right? So
of course, yeah.
it's like like it's easy. I love this. I'm gonna go get another product from them, and
Right.
oh well,
And if
I should pay that amount because I already love what I have, and there's a reason it's that much. Like
Right.
I
And
totally agree.
If you don't have a product that you love, somebody that you know has a product, and you've seen it on them, and you're like, that's nice.
Right.
What is? Oh, it's Nike. Okay. So in the back of your head, you're like, that shirt that Ev's got is Nike. That's a nice shirt. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm the opposite of whatever you want to call cheap because like I really don't care. Like if I like something, I'm just buying it.
Right.
Price really, and I'm not a baller. It's not like I have money, but like if I like something, I'm just buying it.
Right.
Like I just don't care. I'm like real bad with money.
So
I'm bad with money. That's what it is.
I love the internet.
Sure.
So
Who doesn't?
it's like my goal then to get that $140 vest. I can find it somewhere online. Somebody's selling it somewhere and it's on sale. Or next week is going to be on sale.
Okay.
And then sometimes that helps and sometimes that hurts.
Yeah.
Because it can help if I am looking for it online and find it cheaper. Obviously, I save that money. Or I look for it online and I'm like, it'll be on sale next week. And then I forget about it. Then I don't even buy it. And then sometimes it hurts when I'm really want it and I'm looking online and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to get it here.
Right.
So
I'm an
sometimes it
impulse
works
buyer,
and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm an extremely impulse buyer. If I want it, I need it now. See, I don't plan in advance where like people be like, oh, I bought like 5 different pairs of pants, and if I have a dinner, whatever, and a month from now I can wear them then. And I'm like, no, like if I have something to go to Saturday, I'm going out Friday to get clothes for it. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't have new shit laying around. Like I'm
Right.
getting it, and then that's it. What do you guys think?
So
I feel like most people are
No.
like that.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
I
mean,
know
think
my
it's the
mom still
level-
has like tags on some of her shoes. I'm like, Mom, you don't even leave the fucking house. What are you doing with these?
Yeah, and I think it's the level of thing that you're buying. Like, I'm not going to go out and buy a suit because it was on sale,
Yeah, you would.
but maybe. but like, then that's what I said. If I need a suit for Saturday, then I need to go get a suit where I'll still get like a couple pair of jeans or a couple nice shirts or a couple polos or whatever. Like, I'm going to plan ahead like that.
Right.
If that's
But
what
like
you're
think
saying,
about
planning
like
ahead.
like people in the past I feel like used to be like so pretty much back to school fall for buying is
Right.
June, July, August for a lot of times or sometimes July, August, September, but kind of how the market's changing is like people aren't buying we're not buying our winter jackets in July anymore. We don't have the mindset being like
Right.
oh, winter not to be Game of Thrones, but winter's coming,
Right,
like
right.
we need our
Nice,
jacket.
That's a good one.
But it's going to take like, I mean, I love it, the store, right? So summer feels like it draws out, like it's been drawing out the past 2 years. Like September's still hot, but it takes that one cold day and then all of our fleeces, all of our sweats start moving all of a sudden. It takes that one day when people are like, shit, my winter jacket is beat to hell. I need a new one
Right.
or still packed away or, I want joggers for this winter. And then all of a sudden the mindset changes, but it's a lot like that. Like I don't need it until I need it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. The first warm day, I'm wearing cutoffs and shit. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
It's like 51 out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
let's go. Let's do it.
Oh, absolutely, because I work outside, so it's fucking bitter cold all the time. Like, once
Yeah.
it starts to get warm, I'm like, I'm not wearing socks anymore. Where's my Vans? I'm like, let's go. We're cool. We're rolling. Sneakers.
But that's what, like, I feel like working outside, because you experience those big shifts,
Oh,
when it
God.
gets to, if there's a day in the summer or in the winter, the dead of winter,
Go
the
ahead.
dead of winter, and then it goes up to like 52, you're like,
Oh,
I'm
dude,
taking my
it's
shirt
summer.
off. That's
It's
it.
summer.
Yeah.
When
But-
it goes from 20 to 50, forget it.
Right.
Right.
But if
And
it
then
I'm
goes,
out there on a beach
it goes
chair.
the other way though. It goes
Right.
from like 80 to 60. We're all wearing like we're layered
Right.
up. And
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what happened?
Rye's a big scarf guy.
Huge scarf guy. Scarf guy.
Scarf guy.
Scarf guy.
All right, so you go from Urban Outfitter
Yeah.
for the second time,
Yes.
and then finally, like, you know what?
Oh, you went back to Urban Outfitter.
Yeah. So I went back
Okay.
to Urban.
I know
Sir,
she said he reached out to her. I didn't hear her say
she
that
left
she took
Under
it.
Armour because the tennis girl was giving her shit. She said, you know what? I had enough. I'm not taking this girl's shit. The tennis player went to Nike. Her old boss reached out to her. She said, all right, let me come back over to Urban. And then
Now
she
that you lost
started-
that tennis player.
And then she
No,
started,
she was still there. Come on.
and then she started to design clothes for Urban.
So, then
And
I was
that's when I
back at
asked,
Urban.
did you
And
go to
then-
graphic school for?
Right. No, so
A
then I
blackout,
was doing activewear and then loungewear as well at Urban. And then I was there probably for
What's loungewear?
so
Like
sweats.
sweats? Okay.
Yeah, pajamas
Yeah,
are in
okay.
there, intimates.
dress code.
That's all like in there.
That whole category ain't hitting
Yeah,
our dress card.
The whole category that you're not allowed to wear. as well.
Everything you're not allowed to wear
Yeah.
to your business. And then I was approached by Lily Pulitzer, I guess after I'd been back for almost 2 years at Urban, and to help start up an activewear line for them called Luxletic.
Now, when you say Lily Pulitzer, are we supposed to know who that is?
So it's okay. So
she's
it's
from the Devil Wears Prada, right?
Yeah.
That's Anne Hathaway's character.
Oh my gosh. So Lily's you would know if you saw the prints. It's like a high end women's pretty much resort wear. So the biggest part of their business is in Florida. It's all like neon florals and
like
all
pit
that good
vipers.
stuff and
Pit
Like
Viper.
like
You
pit
know, you saw
vipers.
Pit Viper? Want to
Thank
put
you.
these in the fridge or no?
I don't care.
That's something to tell you. Oh, I don't care. And then you don't do it. She's like, why the fuck didn't you put them in the fridge? You're like, God damn it. Do you know what a Pit Viper is?
No.
They're these great glasses. Go ahead, keep talking. I'll bring them up.
But yeah, so then I was there
So now you're making
For-
neon things.
pretty much neon activewear.
Love it.
But like very floral. Like it's a very like not preppy, but it's really big out in the main line and stuff.
Okay.
But I was only there for three months. It was not for me. I
The
actually
people or the...
the atmosphere, the whole thing was not what I signed up for.
So it wasn't like custom ink at all. It was the
No.
opposite of custom ink.
No, it was not. And so
You guys should learn a thing or two from custom ink. They know what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
You do not. I'll talk to you later.
So yeah, I left there, and then that's when I opened the store or started.
When did it cross your mind that you wanted to open a store? Good God.
For-
Like, that is so
For a
scary,
while,
right?
Yeah.
Because obviously you're like, all right, I got to quit my job and I'm going...
Right. So it was for a while. When I was designing, I just felt like kind of like what we were talking about with the Nikes and the Adidas of the world. There's all these big guys. Like even like I categorize Lulu in that these days.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
so there's all these big players that people feel like we have to shop there if I want to be in shape or fit or wherever, which is
absolutely.
not the case, because I find that one of my goals is just to make people more informed shoppers. Like people just don't know. So there's so many smaller brands that are doing this whole pretty much, we call it the store fashion that functions, right? So we're not just going and working out and then we come home, we change, and then we start our day. A lot people are in their activewear all day. So how do we provide these women with activewear that functions for them, number one, in the gym, makes them feel confident, and then two, looks cute all day and makes them feel comfortable when they're out in public. So they're not just in their ratty gym clothes. So there's so many smaller brands that are doing that, but also more than that, there's so many brands that are giving back. So I would say about 75 to 85% of the brands we carry in the store are either environmentally, socially, philanthropically conscious somehow.
Patagonia and shit. Like,
So Patagonia is like a great example. I mean, everyone knows, like, from an environmental standpoint, they're leading the way. I mean, you could have
pulled a lot of their inventory from companies that weren't giving back.
They're so selective. So when we got approved for Patagonia, like,
how does that even go? Like that process of like how to get like, all right, so you make your sole activewear. How do you get another company in your store?
So
We're bouncing around, people. We're sorry. We'll get back. Don't worry.
So
We probably won't.
yeah, it's all good. So you pretty much just reach out to like their wholesale, do a wholesale inquiry. You need all the paperwork, all that good stuff to submit. And a lot of them, there's like distribution rules. So that's a big thing with a lot of companies. So you can't sell that brand within X amount of miles of whatever zip code that sells it as well. Some brands are more strict than others. Like Patagonia had to come check out the store, like just like
Nice.
kind of
Oh,
scope
shit.
it out, make sure it's like what they want, their vibe.
How do you feel about that? Like,
I'm all about it. 'cause
I was gonna say, like, you get
I was
to
gonna
show
say I
off
like
your,
that too.
No,
All right.
you get
I
to
like
show
it.
off your shit. Like, I feel
yeah,
like you're
I'm like,
fuck
this
yeah,
is
come to
why.
the store.
Like, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Before I'm like manic, making sure everything's
Right.
perfect.
You're the owner of the store. I mean, why wouldn't
But-
you be crazy?
But yeah, I love it. I think more companies should do that, because I think
Yeah.
that their vision from where they're sitting to these retailers would come across a lot better. But yeah, that's my biggest thing, is just I just feel like people are not informed shoppers. So even just
Okay.
to educate a couple people, and people just find such an emotional connection when they're like, so Spiritual Gangster, right? We sell Spiritual Gangster. It's a brand. It's an emotional buy. So you see like a tank that's like Good Vibes or Humble Warrior. They're graphics. That's what they're known for. But they team up with Feed America. So for every item bought, they provide a meal to someone in need. But nobody knows that. So it's
Hey,
like,
we got a Tom sticker on the fridge.
right, like Tom's. Like
Do you have any
just like,
stickers?
do I have stickers?
So
yeah, I can
active
give you some.
stickers?
Yeah,
we need some for the fridge.
perfect.
Thanks.
Thanks.
But yeah, so just making like people know, and then it's like, not only are you getting a solid quality product, but you're also giving back in some way or another, which
Yeah.
I applaud all these smaller companies that are nowhere in the magnitude of Nike, Adidas,
Right, who
Under
ain't
Armour.
doing
And
shit.
And great, like they have their like they go off and do certain things and whatever. But I'm like, in a bigger way, like, why are we not doing more? Like, why? Like Patagonia is about to be right now over half of their product they're making is fair trade. So that means that like they're choosing factories overseas. They're paying their employees that are manufacturing this product significantly more than anybody else, and this factories have to hit their standards. So no, you know what I mean? Like how
And that same guy that showed up in your store is going to the factory in China. He was like, "This doesn't look like it's Soul Active at all in here. It's crazy."
Right?
No, but I love that shit because like with the age of like the internet type era or whatever the fuck you want to call us, like small businesses are way bigger of a deal than. All right, I'm not saying there's no way anybody can compete with like Amazon and Walmart and shit. Like they're too ahead of the game.
Right.
There's nothing you can do. Nike, they're never going to go out of business. I don't give a fuck if Zion Williams' ankle flew out of the shoe or not. Nothing's going to happen to Nike.
No.
I get it. But it's so much more available for like new companies, smaller. MVMT, a watch company, they strictly sell all their shit off. Right. They strictly just sell their shit off the internet, and all of a sudden they're like a huge. Yeah, I got one too. I fucking love them. Chelsea got me their sunglasses too. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I just love seeing small companies because you can advertise on Instagram. How the fuck would we be able to do a podcast if we had to like the only radio stations is Sirius or the actual radio?
Right. Imagine getting our shit on like Q102 or something like
a
pop local pop station that
like it's just like don't you do a thing like small business? What did you do? Small business. I seen it on your thing before. Small business.
Saturday.
I don't know, but I don't know. But like it's just like small business is like a cool. Well, you're at an awesome place too in Haddonfield. Like Haddonfield's awesome.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of storefronts and stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
It wasn't even a question. I don't even know what the fuck I said.
Yeah.
But
and you're gonna get a lot of foot traffic. I would assume. I assume it gets pretty packed. You're on Main Street. It's not Main Street. It's
yes,
what's it
if
called?
the weather's Kings Highway.
Kings
So,
Highway.
yes, if the weather's just right. I feel like people think like because Haddonfield it's like so big and busy, but we've kind of situated ourselves in the place right now where we're growing because of our pop-ups that we've done. Like we've kind of gone out.
Yeah, it's awesome
I'm like
to see you
pretty.
all the time.
Yeah, I'm a little like type it. Like I can't just like sit. So we started the pop-up business when we first opened to be just get our name out there, and now it's kind of like this summer we will be at the shore at a studio or an event every single Saturday, if not Saturday and Sunday. So
that's awesome.
just going out and getting
excuse to get to the shore too,
right?
So
and the summers are
nice.
slow time because everyone is at the beach. So that's definitely got people, especially when we do a lot of local ones where we're in 20-minute driving distance to the store. People are likely to come back, and we host a lot of free classes. Which getting people want the shopping experience. They just don't want to come in and just look and grab that one thing. They want like an experience when they're in the store.
Right.
What kind of class? What do you mean free classes?
So we've done yoga, we've done Pilates, we've done a boot camp.
It's not a yoga studio though. You fucking hold your tongue, you son of a bitch.
Watch it.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, we've done tons, like pretty much any and all classes that we can host in our space. I'm absolutely into.
Did you bring goats in yet?
We have not.
Puppies?
We haven't actually. We should.
I've seen puppy yoga.
Yeah.
On the internet, of course.
On the interweb.
That's awesome though.
Well,
dude.
what you said pop-ups.
Mm-hmm.
What like you just get a tent and go to somewhere that's
Yeah, or we go to a studio. We partner with Lifetime at Laurel a ton, so we'll be there next Saturday. You go there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me too.
Couple ballers in the garage tonight.
So Saturday we'll just set up like right by that activities desk right there and be there. Usually for the morning.
Nice.
We do like a lot of times people have like wellness festivals, all that type of stuff. So pretty much anything that can expose us in any way to a different audience or bring people back, we're all about.
That's awesome.
Now, how did you choose your location? Was it?
So we had looked at a bunch of places. Like Brian and I, when I was still working, we would always just like stroll down Haddonfield. And I mean, I knew of Haddonfield growing up, but Brian's a teacher there, and then he coaches the track team, so we'd be down there a lot.
Right.
And it feels like it has an established downtown, whereas I love Collingswood, but I don't necessarily think it's a shopping destination right now. I think that Collingswood reminds me a lot of like what Fishtown was previously. Like all the restaurants came and then retail followed. So I think they're going to get there, but I just think the time-wise. I also think clientele, like we do sell like our leggings are the upwards of 56 and above. So
Age?
age. Yes,
You have to be 56 years old to
56
buy
years
those.
old to buy them.
Very interesting.
Can I see your ID, please?
Very ageist.
But yeah, just being smart in that regards, and I
Right.
love, and also Haddonfield is a very fit town. Like if you can go out any time of day there, and somebody's driving through town,
Right.
So
It's inspiring.
It,
It is. The hell?
but like they,
You think those people are on the Broad Street?
Hey, I'm just saying, I'll be there.
Are you gonna
You
beat
guys
them?
want?
You better beat them. Represent for your town, bro.
I don't worry about winning. Okay, it's all about the journey.
So
My
we're
life's a
gonna
journey.
are we gonna have drinks in the parking lot after? Because it's crazy leaving afterwards.
Is it hard?
Yeah, there's like 40,000 people that are trying to get out of there.
Yeah. Well, where do we'll just hide?
We'll just
See,
park in like Wells Fargo.
I was just gonna say let's hide a bag somewhere, but then it's gonna be like, oh my god, this dude dropped a bomb by the fucking thing. I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's just full of Coronas, guys.
It's
Full
No.
Coronas. Everybody relax.
Because you can park in. I've always, when I ran it, park in Wells Fargo and take the Patco all the way to the start, and then. 'cause
That's
you
what I was gonna
can-
say. Where's it
Only
go from to?
the
from,
only
from
station.
to.
Up by I guess that's by LaSalle, right? Only.
Sure.
And then it ends in the Navy Yard. Also, when
Okay.
you get to the Navy Yard, you think you're done. You have a quarter mile left, so it's.
I'm not scared.
I'm not saying be scared. I'm just
Okay.
preparing you.
I'm not even bringing shin splint things. I'm gonna see.
What are
You know
shin splints?
those fuckers who roll around with like the fucking things on their leg.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, dog. You don't run that much.
Are you gonna tape your nipples?
No, because it's not that far of a run. I'm going shirtless anyway.
All right.
If it's warm, I'm gonna be sweating by like mile 3.
When do you have? What's the distance that you have to tape your nipples?
Probably a marathon, right?
I don't know.
After a marathon, what's a marathon? 27.3,
26.2.
26.2. So
I would think yeah.
Like a marathon.
After that.
Not
Yeah.
half. Half is pushing it.
well, dudes do, right? Because girls have
Yeah,
sports
girls
bras
have
on.
sports bras. I ran
Right.
a
So a
marathon. And
dude-
that wasn't an issue.
Yeah. Did you tape your
You
nipples?
mean your
during
nipples
the
weren't bleeding? Is
marathon?
that what you're saying?
But I'm saying like once you start hitting like because there's people who are just fucking absurd. Like just knock it off with the ultra marathons.
I know those are crazy,
People run 100 miles.
but good for them.
Oh, for
That-
sure. But like, is it actually good for you? Because I don't
Probably
think
not.
it is.
I'm trying to bike 100 miles.
I'll do it. I'll definitely do that.
Well, because
I'm going to have to
Blake-
cancel the Spartan race this year. I'm
Blake-
not going to be able to do all of it.
Blake reached out to me and said he wants to do the Bend of the Shore, and he's doing the Siegel Century, which is from like Salisbury to you end up in Ocean City, I think.
Oh, cool.
But it's 100 miles.
I don't think the shirt matters as much. I think you're right. The pants, you have to wear tight pants when you're riding the
And
bike.
you guys,
Yeah.
yeah, like padded pants.
Really? Because of your taint and shit. Like that will.
Yeah, if you want to walk the next
Yeah,
week.
I went to the bike shop the
Have you
other
ever
day.
taken a spin class and like the first time
Dude, I
ever,
love
and then
spin class.
the next day you're
See,
like,
here's the thing,
butt sore?
and I'm not trying to brag. I am hard as a stone. My taint has a callus on it. Like it doesn't matter.
Rock
Like,
solid.
It is hard as it. Like I have to use strictly wipes when I go to the bathroom because toilet paper just doesn't get it. It just rips, just shreds.
I went
I'm
to
a hardened man.
I went to the bike shop
old
the other
school.
day to ask him questions about like what I need to get and all
Sure.
that kind of stuff.
See that fucking gel seat
And-
behind your head? Check out that gel seat.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, smell it.
Yeah, he made a lot of comments like that about how you're gonna need a bike that's not gonna fuck up. You're gonna need extra tubes just in case you get a flat halfway through.
Nah.
You're gonna need to make sure you do your training more so for your ass than for your legs.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because he was like,
I'm gonna start
100 he was
riding
like
my bike
100
to
miles is a fucking long ride.
I'm gonna start riding my bike to work.
There you go.
That's all I'll do. Just harden it up.
All right, day by day.
And then when we're laying on the couch, Chelsea's gonna whip me with a bamboo stick and just
Which
whip me right in the
which she
taint.
normally does anyway, right?
Laura, we're taking our first break. Tea time.
Tea time. It's tea time.
Laura, this is fun. You having fun?
Yeah.
We're not even halfway through your life yet.
God, I think we're pretty close.
If you're
We're
bored, if you're bored, we can stop.
No, this is fun.
We can just start talking about other shit. You know my mind. I'll just fucking start talking about all kinds of shit. Guys, it's a halftime. I gotta pee real hard.
Let's go.
Ugh, what a piss. Ugh. All right, we're back from a nice short piss from my short egg roll. So, where did we stop at?
We stopped with tea time.
Tea
That's
time.
what we stopped with.
Oh, so before I know we're gonna get into other things, but like just one more touch thing on your store. Like, you didn't have a job opening up your store, right?
Well, I did. I was working for a company called Christine Taylor Collections. They do it was like totally out of my element, but still within design. They do all of the holiday decorations pretty much for like Nordstrom, Starbucks, all that type of stuff. It was one of my dad's clients. They were looking for someone to fill in, so it kind of just worked out as a filler while we were getting the store ready to open. And even now,
that was during the holidays?
So I mean, they're open all year. So like, I was there from when I left Lily, so I was probably there from like January, and then we opened the store the second week of May. So like 2 weeks before the end of April, I left officially, was done there. But I still freelance now. Like over the summer, I just designed a line for a brand called Descent.
Sure. But I'm just saying, like, putting all your chips in one basket or whatever the fucking saying is, put your eggs in some shit and like.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
the
just saying,
saying,
like,
putting eggs in
but
shit.
no, but like that's how it's gonna happen. I feel like you.
Like we're not quitting our jobs until we have like
Until
some type of sponsor giving us money. Like I just can't quit.
Right.
And, like,
No.
there's no way to
right,
benefit.
and
like,
a good chunk of money too, not
Yeah.
$1,000 a month.
No.
like,
Right. No, and I get that. I feel like like a retail store was a slightly different just because like the hours being open like during the day. Like I mean, like right now, like you guys can kick ass doing this after work hours, right? So
Right.
that
You can't
and, like,
open a retail store at 5
open a
p.m.
retail,
No,
yeah, and
you
do
have to
the
be all in.
inventory, and you have to be there all the time.
Right.
And I feel like, at least for me, I'm like, I have to do it.
you're all
give
in.
it all in.
Yeah, you're
at
all
once.
in.
And like I'm super lucky because like Brian was all in from the beginning. Like he was
See,
like,
that's dope.
let's do it. Whereas like I think I would have taken a little bit of. It would have been a lot harder for me to try to be like, this is what
make
I
the
should do
transition.
if he wasn't so supportive. But like when I left Lily, like I left my job, I went into a meeting, and by the end of it, I had quit, and I have never done that. I'm like the biggest control freak, like overthinker, overly responsible about stuff, and I just like couldn't do it in that moment.
That's what I was gonna say. I always thought that about you. Like you're like from knowing you from Mark. Like you're always like you're in and like you do things 100%. Like all right, if I'm doing it, I'm fucking doing it.
Right.
Did you quit at the meeting?
I went into a meeting with my boss, and I left the meeting.
And I said, "Fuck
And
you."
I
Fuck
said
you.
that this was not a good
You're
fit
cool.
for me. Yeah, and I called, and Brian and I had just gotten married in June, and this was November.
That's awesome. I fucking love
And
it.
He was sitting there at track practice like fuck.
Probably, but he was so solid on the phone. I texted him and I said, "Hey, it's really important when you see this. Can you give me a call?" Calls me. I'm like, "I know this is one of the things you're supposed to probably talk to your husband about before you do, but I just quit my job." And his first thing was, "Good. I'm glad you've been miserable." I'm like,
Cool.
hell,
All right.
yes.
By the way, glad we got married. By
Yeah.
the way.
Holy shit.
So yeah, and he was like on board. Like he built the whole store. Like we literally walked into an empty space. He helped me paint the whole thing, and I would take pictures of blank walls, draw the racks I wanted, and exactly what I wanted to look like. And he would do all the measurements, and like we built the whole thing together.
Right.
Like
It's awesome.
yeah, he
And it's
was a huge part of it.
and it's funny too because like remember we were talking earlier how like I was say like the word impressed. Like
Right.
I wanted to say like I was like, oh, I'm so impressed by like Lauren, but like I don't want to use the word impressed because I always thought the word was impressed is like somebody would say like, all right, for example, like say you came in here like, oh, I'm impressed with all this stuff, but like impressed to me is like you weren't expecting it. Like I expected
I
you.
agree with that, yeah.
I expected you. Like you said, you were gonna open a store. I'm like, oh, well then she's gonna fucking kill it. Like I expect you to kill it because I feel like you're always doing 100% for everything you do. I was like, oh, Lauren Wojcik open a store? Well then of course it's gonna be successful. Like I just see
Don't
you.
act like you're not impressed.
Like I just see. That's what I'm saying. Like every time I see you with anything, I'm just like, oh, she's gonna just crush it. Like she puts 100% in it. So like the word impressed, I'm just like, oh, you don't expect somebody like you're impressed. Like you didn't expect him to achieve.
Right. It
what
was
they're gonna
over the
achieve.
top.
So like I'm not
Yeah.
impressed by you. You're just, especially you being a story. You're just motivation for like me and Ryan to see something like, oh yeah, just fucking do it.
right.
If you're gonna
Right.
do it, just
I
fucking
mean,
do
that
it.
being said, though, it's not like, and you guys don't know this as soon as you guys like.
Well, this is just a
Yeah.
hobby for us. We're just here fucking around.
But when it's not, when you guys are like, owning this, like there are like people love to say this is my biggest pet peeve. People, it must be nice being a business owner. Must be so nice making your own hours. Like they're 24/7.
Right.
yeah, tell
Not
that to
that-
a bar
I
opener.
don't- I'm
yeah,
not
my hours
complaining.
haven't stopped since fucking
Right,
January.
and I'm not
so
complaining. Like I signed up for this. I know what I signed up for, and I love what I do. But like, yeah, if the store has a bad month, like, do I have to come home and tell Brian like, hey, we're not getting paid
yeah.
right.
100%? Like, how much does that suck? Or
Yeah.
like.
There's
Hope you
always
like,
there's
hope you
always
like cottage
haters though.
cheese with salt and pepper.
Right, or like you don't have weekends anymore. You don't have whatever, but like you make that choice, and if it's something you love, like I'm not complaining. Like there's some days I'm like, shit, do I just want to get a paycheck from somebody else and have the 9 to 5? 100% there's days like that, but then there's those like other days that you're just like, hell yeah, but people like love to look at it through rose-colored glasses and
Of
be
course.
Right. You don't have 40 fucking stores.
like, right.
Like where you can just be like,
you're not
they'll
Walmart.
figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They don't
I'll take my
realize that
check.
you and Brian are at brunch on a Sunday, and then the store calls you and like, oh my god, this happened. And all of a sudden you're like, all right, well,
Right. Are we?
I'm on my way.
We're going to I don't know. We're taking a day and going to the shore, and then somebody calls out in the morning. Who's filling in? Me.
Right.
You know
Sure.
what I mean? Or you promise customers right now we are going to show our swimsuits supposed to be here this week, and they're not.
Nice.
So you know what I mean? Like they're.
But I love the haters.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You only get hate
I love
if you're doing good.
proving the haters wrong. Like,
Right.
Perseverance.
Well,
like let's go.
It's
That's
all,
what I mean.
It's only motivation, and you don't get hater if you're not important. You're not getting hated.
Or I love. So I have some customers that come in and they're like, they come in and they're the Lulu girl. And don't get me wrong, I think Lulu makes great product, like great company.
Yeah.
But they'll come in and they're like, very like particular or whatever. Just bring like bad negative energy into the store.
They
Like,
wanna hate you.
It is my.
and they come in and you're like, here we fuck.
Oh
They're
yeah,
looking
and
for
if
see
I
it
get
right
like
away.
again being competitive, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill them with kindness, and like turn around. And I would say 9 times out of 10, it's like they're emailing me, being like, tell me to get more stuff in with this, that,
Right.
like.
Oh, now we're
it's-
friends. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I
No, okay.
thrive on that shit. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well,
bring
no,
it,
people
bring it
wanna
on.
hate. It's so easy to hate.
Right.
It's the
That's
same
the
thing-
problem. It's way easier to hate than it is to
For sure.
show love.
I don't want to quote "Pursuit of Happiness," but like he has some type of quote. He has some type of quote in the thing. He's like, if people want to tell you not to do something because they're scared to do it. Like people want to
Right.
hate on you
Right.
because they're not doing it or they're not happy with themselves. Like, hey guys, I'm not fucking Joe Rogan. No fucking shit.
Yeah.
If you don't like the show, don't listen.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
forcing it.
It's like in Haddonfield, everyone's like, "Oh, businesses turn over here so much." I'm like, "Yeah, they do. Like that stinks, but like we have a firm, solid group here, and like
Right.
the thing is like, why
And-
am I even saying that? Why not support all of us? And supporting us isn't
Right.
buying something from us. Like, you know what? Repost something we post that you think is cool. Tell your friend about us who works out.
Right.
Like
Like,
it's
why do-
Oh, I
not
saw that place.
moni-
You ever
it's
go
not
up to that
monetary.
place?
Why
Yeah.
do people
Like,
want to see people fail so much? Because they're not
'Cause
happy
they're
with
assholes.
themselves.
and
Right?
it's-
And that's what I'm saying.
It's
easier
easy to do that.
Right. It's easier to hate. It's easier to post negative comments. It's easier to downvote or not like or unfollow or something like that. And it's easier to talk shit about to your friends about that than it is to be like, yo, you know what you should do? You should go to that store. That store's a nice store, or you should do that. You should. It's easier to be against the wave.
Oh,
But
for
then
sure.
you
You know
have
what I
that
mean?
handful of people that do. Like for instance, what day? It was a day last week, and all of a sudden, like so like there's certain times of day we're busier than others, and it was an off time, and this like influx of women come in and they're talking, and they had all just dropped their kids off at a birthday party, and they just like needed some time to kill, and the mom that was hosting the birthday party was raving about our store,
Right.
and
And you're like, you want
15
some
women?
free shit? Come
But
on
they
over
would,
here.
but for sure. Like next time she's in, like I will hook her up to make sure.
Right.
Like
You
yes,
get free
I
underwear.
appreciate.
You get free underwear.
Yeah, but it's like, but then you have those like little pockets of people that are just like, yes, like this is why I'm doing this. This is what it's
Right.
about, and like get it. Like
Sure.
that's the other thing is like just getting people to get it. It's like working out like should be fun. It shouldn't be so like yes, I am competitive, but at the same time like it should be like for endorphins. Just like it's something that makes you healthy. It should be fun. Playing kickball is working out. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
walking your dog is working out. Like making it so approachable and like people that get that, it's like that vibe is like what we're all about. It's
I love it.
I used to
Yeah.
be a hater when I was young, but like shit just changed. You get older, you're like, why do I care? Like
Right.
most
Right.
of the time, it's just you being.
right. And the more you put, I personally think the more you put that good energy out and support other people, it's coming back to
Right.
we all win in this situation.
Like, there's people on Instagram who thrive on like talking shit to other people. I'm like, that's not how. I said, right, that's not how we're gonna build our brand. Like, we're here to like have fun and support people. Like, I don't want people talking shit to us. So why am I gonna go on some fucking famous person's page and be like, yo, you're a bitch? Like, who fucking cares?
Not only
Don't-
that,
You are free to follow and unfollow, listen and unlisten to whoever you want. There's an audience for everybody.
not only that,
What the fuck?
most of these things, not everything, but most of these things are not zero-sum games. We can all win.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We can support other podcasts or
We
other.
are. We're going on the
Right.
Island Boys are coming on, and
Damn
we're
right.
and we're going to go on the Island
Because we
Boys.
can do this together.
Yeah,
That's how
fuck
it is,
it.
like,
It's not a competition. I don't
There's a
give a
lot
fuck.
of cattiness in the town I'm in, and it's like it blows my mind because I'm like, if we all like, I love recommending the stores that I love to go to,
Right.
and that helps them. That helps me. Like it
Nice.
it doesn't make any sense to me, like when talking down. And even if there's a place that like I'm not like whatever about, one, either I won't recommend it or I'll just say like
Nothing.
whatever about, you know,
Right.
like nothing
Like, it's just-
negative because
yeah.
why? First of all, why
How,
you put that
do you like
in the
that store over
universe?
there? That's
If
okay.
you don't have
You
anything
know what I mean? Like it's
nice to say, don't say it at all.
right. And
That was
and
in
you
the
can-
Old Testament.
You can
I
all
read it.
celebrate. You can all celebrate each other. And
I'm
you
fluent
know
in Bible.
when you mention the stores in Haddonfield have quick turnover.
Yeah.
Well, let's stop that.
Right.
Why don't we stop that? If this is a
Exactly.
good store, and this is not because you have a store, but either way, if this is a good store, recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Go there. Tell people about it. Buy their shit. If it's not, don't go there. Don't recommend it.
I mean, that's
don't
all,
buy their
that's
shit.
all I
So
want
it's
people to do. Like on our Instagram, just leave more comments. Like I love answering comments and shit, or
Right.
like whatever. Just I love
Right.
like interacting with people and shit. Like I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's
And
so
one of
fun.
the hardest things is like not taking it personally. Like that's something I'm like really
Right.
working on going into, we'll be 2 years old beginning of May. So like
Slam.
So trying to not, because it is so personal for you. Like it's your whole life, right?
Right.
Like,
Well, for you,
spend
yes,
all your-
absolutely. I
like,
mean, that's
but even like
your
you know what I
baby.
mean. Like someone says something you want to immediately, but like not taking it personally and just letting go. But like also taking the criticism and trying to grow from it and see where they're coming from. Like,
right. They're like, I don't like how these racks are set up, and you're like, oh shit, that was my idea.
I had socks
But
like
also-
these from Dick's, and they were like, you're just like,
But also,
Right.
they're just dicks, so
Right.
the racks are fine or whatever.
But that's like a hard thing, is just like taking a step back and being like, seeing where it's coming from. Is it coming from a place of actual constructive criticism, or is it coming from a place of, you know, I'm just in a piss ass mood, I'm coming in here
Sure.
because I just want to unleash it somehow. And like sometimes, you know, that happens, and
Right.
you just gotta be like, all right. But
there you go. So
well, to give you some credit, you make good kombucha. I took a sip of the original kombucha. Is that what you're going into?
that's what just what I was gonna
Look at
say.
this. Like we haven't done 42 episodes or something. Like I don't fucking know this guy. Like I don't fucking know this guy.
Hey,
Ah, it's my fucking friend.
Paisan.
That's why it works. We're friends. Now shut up and let me talk
Now,
about
if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go home and put some water in Buck, Nasty's mama's dish.
Now, that's from Chappelle's show, 2000s. Yeah, I mean, you were probably young then. So,
She's older than us, but no big deal.
yeah, you shut up. That's a lady. You never ask a lady her age. How'd you get in the kombucha game? Because I fucking love kombucha. Joe Rogan got me in kombucha straight up. But
So do you make it?
I do.
seen it on
brew
Instagram
my
that
own-
you were
yeah,
making it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so I've been drinking it for a long time, and then actually in Haddonfield, there's a woman who has a brewery there, and
Hold on, time out. Let's explain what kombucha is for
Well-
all the people
Okay.
who
Well,
drink
befo-
soda.
Okay, go ahead.
Fucking loser.
yeah, so kombucha, it's a fermented tea. So pretty much it starts as a sweet tea with water, black tea bags, dehydrated cane sugar, and then you have the SCOBY, which is the thing that freaks everybody
It
out.
looks like a loogie.
Yeah, it's a
Semen.
so
Looks
SCOBY
like
stands for
floating semen.
it's funky. Oh my gosh, I just made a SCOBY hotel, really funky. So you have to peel them apart.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So you can start brewing yours because of this. But anyways,
No, I just want to buy yours off you.
I'll just give it to you.
Cool.
But anyways, the SCOBY is a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, and so
Yeast
this
is
thing-
everywhere, just so you know.
bacteria is everywhere. But it ferments this tea to become kombucha, which is like amazing for your gut health.
Probiotic.
Yeah. Like
Electrolytes.
yeah, great for. So I've had acid reflux since I've been in high school, taking like literally a pill every single day since high school. Like I could drink water in the morning and my throat would like be burning, and I've been I maybe take it once a week now, and it's usually if I'm drinking alcohol, like that it flares up. But
You're welcome.
it's the kombucha. Yeah.
It's gonna be
Take it one
hell of a
tonight.
Thursday morning for you.
So you know somebody that has a
So
brewery
she,
for kombucha?
yeah, so she opened this brewery for kombucha in Haddonfield, and she's super knowledgeable about it. Like, has lived with an herbalist up in Vermont, but she's also an engineer for Boeing.
Herbalist?
Boeing,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
The planes.
The planes, yeah. Like
Oh,
so, like she'll
shit.
go
Okay.
like months at a time, like all over the world to deliver these parts and
I can't
have
believe how
them
smart
put in.
some people are. I'm such a dumb fuck.
And so she opened this probably a little after we opened. So whenever we had events in the store, I always asked her to come and we would do kombucha cocktails for the events. And she kept being like, Laura, you have to brew your own. You have to brew your own.
So hold on. So her brewery, like, is it like a beer brewery, but just kombucha? Like, can you
Yes.
go there and
Deviled
can you go
eggs?
there and get
You
stuff?
could go and have a tasting there.
It's just
No, there's no
kombucha and
food
deviled
there.
eggs.
No foods? Because I can go for a goat kombucha and some deviled eggs. I'm hipster. Come on. I'm hip. Hip. Hop.
No, but she'll like
Damn you! You give him the easy ones.
she'll like make like soaps and stuff like that.
But it's like a place you can go into. You're not just buying from her.
Yeah.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fucking Christ, Evan.
So it's a place that you can go in.
Yeah, and you can do like a tasting with her. She does CBD kombucha.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I
yeah.
know, yeah. So
Smooth
she has all
transition.
different flavors, like all of that type of stuff.
So
really
like I
good.
can get a glass of that kind for $5 or whatever.
Yeah,
Kombucha's expensive as shit.
and she'll
straight up.
have you.
It's a
yeah,
small
you could-
glass. It's
You could
okay.
do like tastings, whatever you want to do there. You can buy them in the actually the jars I gave you, like that size, or in the gallon jars.
And how
like-
much are those size jars?
Those are 5.
5. Okay.
But yeah, so she used to always be like, Laura, you have to start brewing your own, because the other thing about kombucha is, though it's really good for your gut health, if you brew it in your own house, because the SCOBY is a living thing.
So you
it
can
actually
breathe it in.
Well, it actually takes in like your energy and what you need. So technically, a kombucha that you brew is perfect for you. So
Oh shit!
like if her kombucha she brews is perfect for her. It's great for everybody else's gut health and all of
Right.
the probiotics and all that. But hers wouldn't take care of my like indigestion or anything like that. But because
she
mine is
doesn't have
around your
indigestion.
energy.
That's where I'm confused.
What do you mean?
I don't know. That sounds like voodoo right there, what you just said. But
It's a
it's-
living
this
thing. It
is
feeds
wild.
off it's living in your house.
this is the raspberry ginger.
So that is $5.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely fabulous.
So I
And you're
just
supposed to
started
drink the whole-
flavoring it recently.
Are you supposed to drink the whole thing?
Ryan's gonna hate
so
it.
16 ounces
I've had
is
cakes before. And
Ryan's gonna hate it. I love kombucha, so
Yeah.
like
So it's-
I'm actually very
That's
impressed on
16
how it tastes.
thanks.
It's actually not bad. I actually like it.
So 8 ounces of kombucha.
What kind is that?
Raspberry ginger.
Yeah, I actually kind of like
Because
that.
I'm a big fan of the gingerade.
That's why I brought that one for you.
Yeah, I love gingerade.
So
Ginger just opens up. It's like horseradish to me. It just opens up the.
yeah, and it's ginger's so good for you.
Why do you think I can run a fucking Broad Street run with no training?
all
Well,
the
let's
ginger.
find out.
I don't eat shitty.
We'll find out.
I'm a fucking people. People think I'm just some fucko.
Let her continue with the goddamn kombucha.
Yeah,
I don't think you are. I could see that.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for interrupting. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't care. I forget where else.
No, everybody else cares that listens. They're like, Ev, for the love of God, shut the fuck up about deviled eggs. Stop putting the camera on you while you drink raspberry ginger, and let Lauren talk. Lauren, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, you were talking about it brewing itself, brewing it for
Oh
you.
yeah. So, they say that if you're around it all the time, it is perfect for you. Like there's actually Connie, the woman I've learned from, said like if it's in different spots in her brewery, it won't produce as quickly either. So our kombucha right now is like turning out like every Monday I switch it out. I drink so we're on a continuous brew pretty much. So I leave like about a fourth of the mature kombucha in there and drain the rest of it, and then I refill it and then wait the week. So I just started flavoring it.
So how long does it take to brew?
So we were
Just a week or?
yeah.
Just your
So it depends though. So getting the SCOBY. So if you like purchase a SCOBY from somewhere, like they can be small, they can start like this. But I was lucky enough. Connie gave us one of her SCOBYs, which was like mature already, which was like literally
It's like
I
yeast, like how people make bread. Like you leave
Yeah.
yeast on your counter,
It's
and that's where how like, you
yeah,
start
and so
building
then
bread.
the scope, it's like the mother, and then every time you make a batch, it
Tom
makes
Papa.
a baby, and so then there's like another one. It looks like a stack of like pancakes almost when
Yeah,
it's
because
done.
this in the
And then-
bottle right here looks like a fucking mushroom cap.
Yeah, So
Ew.
yeah, that
What the
on the
fuck?
bottom. So
Yeah, it looks like
no,
it looks
so
like a
there's-
used condom.
Okay, wait. So the
So
one,
somebody was like, I want to drink that.
yeah. So there's one at the bottom there, and then that one at the top.
We're looking at a bottle of kombucha. For
Yeah, that's the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, what just happened on this past Monday, ours. So once it gets like, they say it should be like a half-inch thick. Ours was like almost 1/3 of the tank. So I
Oh,
had to
shit.
pull it out,
Let's go ahead
and
and
you can,
let
like,
that one off into the
literally-
wild.
Yeah.
pull them apart. And they like pull apart. I think I have a photo of it actually. They pull apart into.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're like.
Rye's getting chills. What a bitch.
But oh yeah, here look. This is what it looks like in the SCOBY.
All right, that looks like fucking skin. That
Yeah.
looks like gold members fucking. That looks like pig
But
skin.
anyways, so what?
It looks like roast beef.
I love roast beef.
So, so now, yeah. So like,
So brew some tea, put a slice of roast beef in there, and you'll
Yeah,
be good.
you're good to go. But yeah, so we have a SCOBY hotel going. So if you ever wanted to brew your own,
Oh,
you
for
could,
sure,
I could
yeah.
give you a.
So-
Many people
so
drink
hold on.
kombucha. Go ahead.
So scroll up to that picture again. Sorry to ruin your search.
That's
So
it. That's the SCOBY right there.
That
so
looks like a ear. That looks like cauliflower ear.
you're brewing it. Go up to the top one with the whole thing that you were showing earlier.
There you go.
So that's getting brewed.
Yeah. So
It's
you'll
just started as tea,
yep.
and
Started
you
as,
pour it in with the SCOBY.
Yep. So then you'll see it throughout the week. Like it bubbles like around, not like around the bottom of that. There'll be all these white bubbles, which it's like working hard.
Okay.
And then so you have to keep it at around 76 degrees. So I have a heat band around mine, and then you test it. Like we have like a little pH reader. So the ideal kombucha is to pull it like between 3.6 and 3.8 pH. And so,
And then you would just like scoop out that SCOBY.
no, we have a
Or like
no,
what?
You
we have a
suck it out.
spout. We have a spout on ours, so I just like open the spout and I fill it into the gallon tank, and
Okay,
the
from the
SCOBY
bottom.
goes to the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like one of those. Okay, right.
and then I just refill it from the top
with tea.
with the
Okay.
and then recently I just started flavoring it. I hadn't played with flavors because it's like kind of tricky because fruit has so much sugar in it, which affects the carbonation. And
I hate
if you
sugar.
leave it, like Connie was telling me that she's had a bottle with strawberries in it that she left, like, because you leave it at room temperature when it's
Fucking
flavoring.
fabulous.
It's good, right?
Fuck yeah.
And it's exploded where like the glass explodes as well.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Yeah, like it's that much. So like I did
Baking soda and
the
shit.
first.
Like it exploded from the strawberry.
Yeah, so
The
and it all
strawberries
depends
too.
because the flavor time's from 2 days to 14 days, which is a long ass time, and I've been
Right.
finding within about a week is good for us.
Okay.
So like my first batch, I did pink lemonade, which was like strawberries, lemon, and thyme. But I think the strawberries just weren't ripe enough. Like you only get a
Pink
tiny
lemonade's
bit.
a strong flavor.
Yeah,
So that's probably hard to make.
yeah, it wasn't awesome. And then the second one was
So
like,
it sucked. Go ahead.
and then we did.
She didn't bring you any pink
yeah, she
lemonade
didn't bring
for
me
a
any
reason.
pink
No, I
lemonade.
didn't. And then we did another one. I did another one. It's called Wiseberry, which was blackberry and sage, which I brought you, which was really, really good. And then this round I did the raspberry ginger.
love it.
Which is
Because
good.
the raspberry is the sweetness, but the ginger, I like that
yeah.
fucking kick of the ginger. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we did blueberry basil. And that, I didn't know if you liked basil because it tastes really good, but when you bring it up to your nose, it smells like straight basil.
I'll just give you a little background on me. I hate fruit. I'm a big vegetable guy. Like, I don't like sweets other than chocolate.
Okay.
Like, I'm a sugar, well, not that.
So if you have a carrot broccoli one, he'll grab it.
But I'm saying, like, in general, like, I just don't like sweets. Like, I never get dessert, anything. Like,
neither. I'm the same way.
Chelsea's family's huge into dessert. And they're like, oh, Ev, you want dessert? You want dessert? I'm like, I don't eat dessert. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll go to Rita's with Chelsea, and I'm getting water ice and shit. I'm not a fucking,
Yeah.
I'm not a Russian here. I'm not a communist. But I'm just saying, like, I'll get a gelato and shit, but, like,
But I'd
dessert
rather-
never even crosses my
I'd rather
mind.
have more like savory, like more of like appetizers of the meal than dessert
Yeah.
ever.
Oh, yeah, fried fruit, fucking. I mean, look at my hips, but for sure. But,
So you said there's kombucha with CBD.
Yeah.
oh,
so
yeah,
the
CBD.
woman-
We want
yes.
to talk about that because I'm really
100%.
interested in CBD because, well, first of all, how the fuck is marijuana not legal yet?
I don't know.
Like, what is going on? And I'm no fucking reefer head and shit, but like, how's marijuana not legal?
I'm with you.
Right. I agree.
But like, I'm interested in CBD. I'm not very stressed out because CBD is like more of an anxiety stress thing. I'm not that stressed out, but like,
And pain, right? Doesn't it help with pain?
right,
Pain
even
management.
better, so I don't have to take Tylenol and pain pills. But like, it's 8 o'clock. Me and Chelsea are on the couch. It's all right. From like usually because she gets home at like 7:30, we do home fresh, so the dinners are ready. It's I just bang them bitches out. And then she comes home. We're done showering. It's like 8 o'clock, and we start watching our shows. Vanderpump Rules. How you doing? But
Every day. Every day.
I would love to hit like a vape pen or something at night and just be like, all right, I'm just fucking winding down right now. Let me just wind down. I know CBD oil is not like a fucking edible or anything, but like I would just like the nice, just whatever. Because CBD doesn't have the THC. THC is the psychoactive thing.
Right.
That's marijuana that gets you fucked up. Now, what I was reading is CBD from hemp isn't illegal in New Jersey. So if it's made from hemp, you should be fine. You can't grow hemp, but you can own like hemp.
Right.
Like I have like hemp protein is the type of protein I use for working out. Shout out to On It. Joe Rogan sponsor us. And
I don't think he's gonna.
No, definitely not. But then when it goes to like if it comes from weed, the CBD, then it's illegal. So like I still don't know the fucking rules. Make weed legal. What's going on here?
Right. Well, weed and CBD are two different things. That's like you're not going to get high from taking CBD oil because it's from the extract.
And then THC.
Yeah, there's no THC in it. Yeah, the woman I was telling you about, she makes it's called Sleepy Time kombucha. So she actually makes the kombucha from Sleepy Time tea.
Oh yeah, I know. I had that.
Yeah,
before.
so like I drink it a lot. Like I love the Yogi Toast Sleepy Time tea. It's like legit. So she makes it from that, and then she infuses it with CBD. But you have to get water soluble CBD if you're going to put it in kombucha instead of oil. And that like I've drank that before bed, and I've
out.
Do you have a problem falling asleep on the reg or
not falling asleep, staying asleep? I don't sleep well at all.
But you can fall asleep and you don't.
I can fall asleep, but I'll wake up at like. So I'll get in my bed. If I could get in my bed at like 8 o'clock every night, I would. Like a second, like I'm home. Yeah. Like if I can, I'll get in bed.
I ain't scared to go to bed early.
Fuck no.
Oh no.
Like if I'm tired.
No way.
Kate used to be. She's not really doing it anymore, but like she used to be like, we can't go to bed yet.
That's Brian. He's like,
why?
The sun's still out. I'm like,
what
I don't
fucking
care.
rule tells me I can't go to bed?
Catch up on sleep.
I'm going to fucking bed. I'm tired.
Yeah. But I'll wake up at like, and I mean all throughout the night. Like like if I sleep for a solid 2 hours in a row without waking up, I'm like pumped.
You pee a lot, like something like that, or
no? Just like my mind's like I feel like always going, or like.
Do you think it's ever something with like your bed? Like,
well, my dog
have you
sleeps
had
on
different?
Top of me,
you've
so
had
that's
different
an
beds?
issue. Yeah.
I don't know a lot about sleep, but like I know like there's a lot of factors.
Now that Chelsea's pregnant, we put Lana away a lot because she sleeps with us.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Chelsea's pregnant, she pees every 45 minutes. Like she always used to give me shit because like
Chelsea or Lana.
I put Chelsea away, and but I'm saying like I'll fall asleep and I won't wake up to pee. I'll take a fucking 4.5 minute piss when I wake up. I'm like Austin Powers when I come up from.
Yeah.
But like Chelsea, she wakes up every hour 45 minutes and pees. Me, I'm out. So like, but like Lana doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Chelsea, she grabs her by her fucking skin. She's like, get the fuck! Like she's pregnant now. And she's a little
Right.
feisty. So
Right, and if she's waking up every hour and 45 minutes, she's gonna be
for sure.
pissed.
Yeah. No, mine's more. I just like can't turn it off up here. Like my brain's always I feel like going about something or making like.
That's what's big
so
for
then
people.
I wake up
so the
and
CBD is
I'm
like great for that.
That
right?
has like been really, really, really helpful.
That's what people always say.
How do you take it?
So I use the brand Tonic, and I take their Chill Tonic, and I take the dropper and I hold it under my tongue for 20 seconds.
Okay.
So it's not like a gummy bear or anything.
No, and their ingredients are like super, super clean. Like it has a ashwagandha in it. All like.
Are you vegan?
I'm not. I just am like particular about ingredients.
Right.
Hold on. There's this brand Sunday Scaries, and oh my god, cat blocks. I'm so embarrassed.
It's okay. I won't tell anybody. They can't see the screen anyway. It's okay.
Gummies, there we are. So like their ingredient, it's almost like a fucking supplement. Like it's not even like.
Well, that's pretty much what it is.
Well, sure,
right,
but I'm saying like
point.
it's so. Like reading it, I was like, "There's no way I can fail a drug test at work for this."
No,
like,
I don't think you. Well, I don't know.
Right.
I guess it would depend.
I don't want to tell you that.
Yeah, it would depend on what they're drug testing
exactly.
That can't be that much. I mean, ingredients like it's like fucking. So look at full spectrum CBD oil, absolutely no THC ever. So that's the psychoactive thing in marijuana. Vitamin B12 may regulate your nervous system. Vitamin D, obviously vitamin D. Coconut oil, known to provide quick energy. I'm a horrible reader, just so you know. And pure cane sugar. So, all right. So that's all the ingredients. Like that should be fine.
Right.
But how does that? So where's the CBD?
It's
oil?
just the CBD oil.
So that's the big thing. 'Cause I was gonna say like you can take B12 and all that shit, huh?
Go to Tonic.
Tonic.
Yeah, I think it's like
I'll just do tonic CBD.
CBD. Yeah, I think it's like chill your vibe or something like that. But yeah.
Discount. Hey, get that discount code, dog.
Promo code SoulActive.
I wish. So this is the one I take.
Jesus Christ, you're rich.
No, I'm not. But yeah.
So it's like a drop. So you take acid every night.
Yeah, pretty much a drop acid on the regular.
Where's these?
I'm trying to look for the
ingredient. Oh my God, you are, dude. You're so yogi. Look at the yin and the yang and the leaf.
Gosh.
I tried.
Ingredients right here.
Here we go.
The broad shrimp hemp extract, 0 THC, chili blend,
Hemp
organic
flower.
balm. Yeah, it's all good. And it has ashwagandha in it, which is like so good for you.
Are you interested in CBD, Rye, or do you just smoke weed because you're a fucking animal?
Totally, bro. No, I mean, I know Kate's dad was into it, and he was mentioning it that like we should be taking it too. Like what it like you said, it's become to be more like a supplement.
Right, and it's funny because like I feel like people are always like worried about getting high from it or whatever.
There's so much of a fucking stigma around marijuana.
I know,
and it broadcasts outward for things like CBD. Oh, is that the stuff in weed? Oh, no, I can't do that.
Right. Or I feel like people are like, oh, well, I just don't want to like just sit on my couch or do something.
Right.
Like I can fully function taking this stuff. The things that would make me like freak or like go over the top, I don't. It's just like the best way I heard of it was like things that felt like a straight up mountain or like rolling hills. Like you're just like, I can do this. Like you just deal with it instead of having like this like freak out moment. You just doing it.
And not only that, even if you're smoking weed, you're still not necessarily sitting on your couch doing nothing.
Right, but
like,
that's again
how high are you getting
exactly.
that you can't fucking move?
Exactly.
You're sitting on your couch. Like, people have the weirdest stigmas around marijuana.
Weirdest stigmas. I can go to shop right now, buy a bottle of vodka, chug it in my car. Cigarettes.
Die of alcohol poisoning.
Cigarettes are worse than fucking weed.
Right.
Like, what's going on, dude? Guys, it's 2019. Let's go.
Right.
Cars are driving themselves.
Cars are driving themselves, and we're smoking weed in them.
Fuck it, right?
You ready to do top 5?
Yeah. You gotta go PP real quick?
Let's do some top 5.
All right, Garage with Evan's friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Get us on all your podcast medias. Check out our YouTube channel. I've been in the garage just grinding away at these videos. I'm an editor. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Editor in chief over here.
To my left with a beautiful light depictor.
Diffuser, I think it's called.
Thank you, Joey Sedano. Mr. Ryan Rickus.
What's up? Hey, Dom.
And across from me, standing at 5'10", 5'8", 5'5",
6'3",
with her shoes on, the powerful, the great Lauren Makinson.
Thanks for having me.
The owner of Soul Active. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh card trading place.
Not to be confused with.
It is not.
Not to be confused with the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card. It's not a yoga studio. It is a fitness activewear boutique.
Located in Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Nailed it.
If you're
Follow
around.
them at soulactive.com. No, it's not .com. All right. So our top 5 today. We always like to keep our top 5s close to our guest. So everyone knows how I hate fashion. Lauren just so happens.
Everybody know that.
Lauren just so happens. Everyone knows I hate fashion and traveling. So Lauren's in the fashion business. So we decided to do top 5. This is going to be a mix for everybody because it's like top 5 hated trends, but like kind of old trends that we hate,
Yeah,
or like things you
we
don't want
might
to
have
come back?
worn them.
Of
Just like
course.
worst trends. Worst trends.
Yeah, worst. Yeah, I like that. You just thought of another one? That's not good.
Yeah, no.
We're about to start our top 5
Don't
here.
worry about it, dog.
We're doing an honorable mention, right? Because
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all day.
the girls got a list.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lauren came with her top 5 on one piece of paper, and then she said, but I also got all of these, and folded out, and it folded down.
Now,
Like those old school wallets where they had pictures of all their kids and their friends' kids and their cousins and shit like that.
All
my
right.
girlfriend's.
But to give it some credit. So I made my list, and then yesterday I texted my girlfriends in our group chat. I'm like, all right, what is
Shout out to Lauren's girlfriends.
Yeah.
They know who they are.
Yeah.
Any of your friends listen to the podcast?
They will now.
Just say
Yeah.
no. Just say a hard no. It's fine.
No, they might.
I'm not offended. We're nobody.
All right. So I said, I was like, what is this shit that we used to wear that like we laugh about or embarrassed about today? And it like
Ooh.
rattling off. It
You
was-
still thinking of top 5?
Well, these are all honorable mentions. Shit, we'll be
Okay.
talking about.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
So they were rattling off.
For
those.
people
They
who
were
are
like,
just
what about
tuning-
this? Bang,
for-
bang,
For
bang.
people who are just tuning into just the top 5, Lauren owns her own clothing store, So Active. So this is why we chose the fashion aspect, because she knows fashion. She makes her own. Well, do you sew your own clothes? Probably not, but she does. Are you the one sewing your clothes?
Sweatshop in my basement. No.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to get Ryan to spit out his drink.
Well, something definitely came out of my nose. And
Oh, fantastic. Oh, this is fucking fabulous. The rookie producer of the year just fucking snotting everywhere.
It's coming out.
There's tissues behind your head there, fucko. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Laurie, having a good time?
Yeah, I'm over like 5th beer.
Shh. The FBI's listening. Woo. All right. Can we start? Can we start now?
I need another 5
Look at
minutes. Yeah.
You want a pair of sunglasses and shit?
It fully came up hard.
Lar, fuck this guy. You're up first. You're number 5. Fashion trends that we hate, don't want to come back. Whatever.
Yeah.
Something to discuss that we don't. It's not something that we like. We'll just keep
Right.
it that way.
All right, my number 5 is the puka shell necklace.
Ah,
Oh, my.
puka shell necklace.
If you think I'm going to be able to spell that right, you're mistaken.
Puka? No?
think it's-
Yes?
Puka shell.
Boom. Necklace. It already knows. Google's like, I got you, bro.
It's because they're listening to us. I don't fucking like it.
Yeah, those like little shells. We bought down the shore
Oh, yeah.
when he went down the shore with your family in the summer.
Oh.
Wait, but it's showing it on all females. I feel like it was more of a guy thing.
I feel like it
almost.
was too, yeah.
Like I feel like all guys are wearing.
Etsy, Jesus Christ. Why is this acting up? What, Rye, why is this acting up?
I don't know.
The
It's your
internet?
computer.
Yeah, is this going to crash? Don't fucking scare me.
So puka shell necklace. Why? What do you hate about it? What's the reason this is your number 5?
Not this one.
No,
There's more of this one.
yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. I just don't want to see this back.
Yeah.
It.
But it was cool when it was out.
Yeah, I guess.
No?
Yeah, at the time
Did you,
it was
did
like
you, did you see a guy with it and you were like, yeah, that's my man.
probably.
Brian still has
Brian's a
3
big
of
sandal
them.
guy, too.
Yeah,
I hate sandals. I love Brian, but I just hate sandals.
like flip flops.
Yeah, thong sandals. I like slides because I'm more gangster, but
Oh, I see. I hate slides.
that's fine. You're
They
married,
just
I'm
make me
married.
think
got
of a
both.
locker room.
I got both. Don't worry about
You're
it.
married,
guys.
I'm married.
Oh, yeah,
It's
look at
never,
that.
it's never going to intertwine.
Yeah,
We're
with
fine.
the different colors, let's get some blue and
This
some
is like
white.
Native
Yeah.
American right there.
Yeah.
There
Now
it
we're
is.
talking.
That one
Yeah.
sucks balls.
Or like the ones like, man, like with like some had like a shark tooth on that.
Oh,
Do you
Jesus.
remember?
Right. And it was so surfer.
It was.
It was
But
surfer for
everyone-
not being surfer.
Even if
That's
you
what I
weren't a
mean,
surfer,
like, if-
everybody
exactly.
had
It's like wearing
one.
Billabong
like
and
the
shit.
collared shirts with that was like the look.
And
Back,
they would
like
flip- they
back
would
to school.
Flip up
after
the collar,
summer.
too.
Yeah.
Right. And they just came back from the shore where they just bought that puka
Right,
shell.
on the
So you better
boardwalk.
believe that they're going to wear
And
it
when
to
the girls
school.
would come
And
back
it
with
had
the shorts that said like
do you
Mike's
guys
Girl.
remember the clasp was like the one you had to turn?
Yeah,
like you had
the
to perfectly
spinning-
fit
the
it and
spinning
spin
clasp.
it.
Impossible. Kill me.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
can you put this on for me?
Yeah, that's a really good one. I never thought of that. Very good. I hate those also.
My number 5 is I didn't know how to classify this until Google,
Go ahead.
but drop crotch pants.
Ooh.
And
like
I think
a harem pant.
I think they're like still around.
They are. I still wear harem pants, and I have no shame.
Yeah. So
Ah, Jesus Christ.
It looks like you.
Crystalia.
It looks like you took a shit, and it's
MC Hammer.
it's pulling down your pants.
All right, wait. So you guys want to know something?
What you
You're
love?
wearing a pair.
Well, no, I have the harem pant in my store right now. Is like one of my top selling.
Oh
This
yeah.
is?
See.
Not those, but not that specific one. But yeah, and they're like $98, and they're one of my and they're actually my favorite pant.
Yeah.
Why?
They're.
I
It
just
looks
like
like
the way they look.
It looks like
You like the
partial-
way they look?
It looks like a
No,
partial skirt, and then it
So,
goes
okay,
into
so
like skinny,
that's like
skinny
incredible.
sweatpants.
That's like incredibly drop crotch.
You can only wear those if you have a 14-inch dick. That's what they're for. So your dick can just hang
You're
without
not
taping it to your
wrong.
thigh. This is my
No.
ball bag.
Oh my gosh. No, but like that's like ridiculous.
Yeah,
But-
that's a sweatshirt
So
upside
I mean,
down.
go back. So that's a drop crotch.
But they're looking
But that's what I'm saying. They might not even be.
Like,
They might
Right,
not
you
even
think?
be drop crotch.
no,
like
that is
technically,
dropped. Yeah.
that's not
um,
the drop crotch I'm talking about. Okay,
okay,
then,
so-
then
Jogger
extreme
pants.
drop
Yeah,
crotch
yeah,
is
Like
what.
that?
That's not even. That's photoshopped. But like it
All
It-
for girls or guys too? Girls wear these?
the ones that come down to like
Yeah.
mid thigh.
Type in right now, spiritual gangster harem pant.
Oh boy.
That's like one of our top pants.
The ones that come down to like mid thigh.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah. No, I agree. But no, okay. Spiritual.
I got you.
No, spirit, yo.
That's right. Okay, yeah. But then you want to do harem.
Oh, a harem.
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 Yeah, right there.
Thank God for Google, or we would never get stuff out. See,
Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, that's not it. That's like a little. You can
Scroll down a
It's probably
little
on their website.
yeah, go to their website. But the ones that come down to like
These?
mid
That's
thigh,
camel toe.
it's just too much. It's too much. It looks
That-
like
Not even near.
That's camel toe. That's exactly what camel toe looks like.
How is a camel toe much drop
'Cause
crotch?
right above her,
It was not touching her crotch.
from her, the bottom of her belly button to her vagina, it looks like fucking curtains. That's fucking camel toe. That looks like curtains right there. Like somebody's just gonna pop out like,
Oh my
that's all,
God.
folks.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck out of here.
uh,
Next, I'm sick of this one
All right.
already.
yeah, drop crotch. There's the,
All
the,
right.
the extreme drop crotch.
I wish I wore mine here tonight.
I wish you did. Too.
I wish you didn't.
All right.
So what
My
do you
number
got, Ev?
5 is dad shoes, and now the shoes I'm gonna
The white New Balances.
Yeah.
no even
The
worse.
chunky
these
sneaker right now.
the Nikes, like
Oh yeah.
these are it.
Yeah.
Like that's
come on,
disrespectful
guys.
by
yeah,
Nike.
New
Like the-
Balances are bad too.
Stop,
like-
stop making those shoes.
And
Nike.
you know what sucks?
But
too?
they've come back. Like
It doesn't make
all the
any
high
fucking
fashion brands are
sense.
making those now.
It doesn't make any
Right.
fucking sense.
And
Oh, it's
girls,
even worse.
girls are
Look at
now
these.
wearing them, and they're like,
Wait,
"These are
so-
my dad's shoes."
Actually, you guys rented the house. In Sea Isle, there was this house that you guys rented that we had rented. It was by a guy named Barry.
Hopefully the year after, because the year before our
It was
air
in-
conditioning
it was
didn't
in
work.
Wildwood. It was awful. But
No, it was we see Isle.
it was Sea Isle. No, you're right, Sea Isle. And it was like we were staying down a couple blocks away, and we came over to see it. And because I remember Chelsea Oldfield was there, everybody was there,
Uh-huh.
and Brian, when we rented the house, was so hammered one time. He found pretty much these shoes, but remember the ones that had the Velcro like
Oh,
across
Jesus
the front.
Christ!
He wore them to the bar, like those shoes. And so then last year, I was showing him the shoes that they were on opening ceremony, and they were going for like $850. And I'm like, Brian, what if I buy these? He's like, those are fucking Barry shoes, Law. But that's what it is.
But I'm saying like
He was like, I got those shoes in the closet right now. If you want
it's
them.
annoying because it's annoying. Like we were talking about, like Nike makes obviously the greatest product, and then like New Balance has banging shoes too. Like I work out in New Balance and shit, but like why do dads is like, oh they're $50? They're beating around shoes. Like no, you're a fucking idiot.
But also, you can get $50 shoes that don't look like that.
That's
I
what I'm
don't know
saying.
why
So
you
like
settle.
luckily,
If they were the only $50 shoes, I get it.
Would think it has to be like a comfort thing. Like, have you guys seen
They better be super.
the
comfortable.
Hoka ones? Or Hoka, the brand, the running shoe. So they have this like huge, almost like platform sole to them, and they're like awesome to run with.
shape ups.
Yeah, shape up. Oh my gosh, that should have been on here.
Yeah, it
I
should have
forgot about that.
Fucking Joe Montana wearing shape ups.
But anyways, those have
Pete
like
Rose.
become the big.
You're not allowed in the hall,
one.
Pete.
Don't even know my own house. I remember the commercial. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's dying out because the older
It's
folk
dying out, but it's a
We're-
huge trend in fashion right now to wear those.
see fashion pisses me off in general.
Yeah.
Because it's just fashion isn't fashion. It's just like whatever people are like attached to. It's not
Right,
always what
like-
looks good.
No, 100 and I agree with that. Like, I feel like I would rather have more things that are minimal that I'm going to wear for a longer amount of time than don't get me wrong. Like, every once in a while, like, there's something like, I like this trend. Like, I want that. But also for me, again, being an activewear designer, like, functionality, like,
Sure.
two of my thing, like, one honorable mention stuff, like, I will not put them on my list because I think they're a functional item. That even though they're ugly as sin and I hate the trend, they're functional.
Overalls.
No.
Anyway, I can't start guessing.
Number 4.
You're number 4.
Number 4.
All right, so my number 4 are the zip away cargo pants that turned into shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. You know that's a good golf day.
First off,
when you take off the fucking short pants.
that's a good one. First off, I
don't even have to search it.
I saw the other day that Amazon has snap pants again. And I was going to buy them for the novelty.
Like the tearaway, full
Yeah.
tearaways?
Like the Iversons?
I was going to buy them for the
remember having
novelty
them
of our basketball league. And then they were like $30 or something like that. And I was like, that's not worth it.
It's not that funny.
Yeah. For one joke.
Wait,
item,
like a
isn't
year
it?
and they're going to be like all over
Yeah, they'll be
TJ
back.
Maxx for like nothing.
Yeah.
I hate, like, fashion's so ridiculous. It's like, literally, it's just a trend. Like, everyone's like, oh, Kanye's a fashion genius. No, he ain't. He's wearing fucking boots from Iraq, and then he has a hoodie with a bunch of holes in it.
Right. I think
Right.
I think there's elements of it. Like, I'm not a Kanye fan, but I think like color palette from him, I think like influences a lot of things, but not
Right.
necessarily silhouette. So like I get what you're saying, and I am definitely from the mindset of having more like I said, more functional product. But
Well, I'll tell you what a functional product is. The cargo pants
with the
that
tearaway
you can,
short?
that you can unzip.
no way. That I draw the line there.
Are you kidding me?
But
If it's
like-
cold out in the morning and then it's warm out at night,
But, like, there's, like, trends,
afternoon,
like,
you know what I'm
like
talking
skinny jeans. Like, they're not going away. Like, I'll wear skinny jeans forever. Like, I'm not going back to baggy jeans.
well, the
like,
super skinny jeans.
Well, no,
Right.
obviously not. I got thunder thighs. But I'm saying, like, you see, like, basketball players in, like, 2002. Like, everything was so baggy.
I know. I almost
Right,
put, wait, I
ridiculous.
almost put on my top 5 the saggy pants. Remember people wearing their like
Oh, yeah.
pants around like their hips?
Like, you would
lower
wear a
than
pair
them?
of jeans with, like, basketball shorts underneath. Like, all right, your pants are simply
Right.
too baggy.
Right.
So I saw this meme and I 100% appreciate it. And any girl listening to this, I hope gets on board. But there's this meme out there that's like, if ladies, like if we all band together and just don't let the low rise jean come back, it won't be a thing. Like let's keep the high rise. Watch, it's gonna be on one of their top 5s.
There you go. My number 4,
High-rise jeans. Where's your navel? Especially when it's like 5 buttons.
No,
too. You're
actually-
like, how are you gonna piss?
Actually, it's one of my honorable mentions.
Oh,
the
the
super
high-rise?
the super high ones.
Like,
Yeah.
I like the higher, like super high.
No,
or
like the
high?
super high ones.
Okay.
If it's past your
There's-
navel, it's unacceptable.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
But
yeah,
the navel is subjective because everybody's like,
Body's different for
Everybody's
sure.
got one.
But I want to suck your belly button, so get the
all
fucking
right,
jean
there
out of
it
the way.
is. There it is.
My number 4 is, and I don't know if this is the technical term for them or not, but those Yeti boots that girls will wear, or well, not will wear. They used to wear. They're like Uggs, but they're super hairy.
Oh,
Usually white. No,
boots
just
with the fur.
Yeah, Yeti boots. Hit enter. See if you guys. Nah, like those ones all the way on the right there.
What,
they
the
were
Dumb and
usually white.
Dumbers?
The
They were
Saint
usually-
Laurent.
They were usually white. What?
That's so the Dumb and Dumber. Fucking Lloyd wears them.
Yeah,
It is, but
yeah,
I love
exactly.
the photo of Saint
Exactly.
Laurent
Yeah.
here.
And they're $557.
It looks like they cut.
next to them are $1,300.
It looks like they cut the calf off a fucking black bear. Somebody had to
Of
go
course.
out.
$1,200
of
at
course,
Barney's.
$10,000.
No, look, those are almost $1,300 at Barney's up
Oh,
there.
fuck you.
Well, that's
This
the one was
stupid
10,000 next to it, but those ones is the ones that I'm talking
That's what I'm saying.
about.
Fashion's so fucking dumb.
But they were like Uggs with like hair on 'em.
Chewbacca's foot.
Like so, Uggs are ugly, but
I can live
they
with
were
it.
yeah, exactly.
I give Chelsea shit for shits and giggles. I mean, I hate them, but
Right, but then to
If she's
cover
comfortable, fuck it.
cover it with fur, now we're taking
I'll
to another
never
step,
wear
and I- what the
cowboy
fuck's
boots,
going
but
on?
like, man, I can respect a good fucking boot. Look at that. You know what I mean? Though, like, that's
look at the
craftsman-
designs on
that's
the side.
craftsmanship
I don't
right there.
know.
That's
Is that-
craftsmanship.
Is that full leather? What's the
All right, who's up? Me, number
Yeti
4.
boots.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 4.
That you just added.
No, I didn't. Fucking bitch.
And you're out of your number 3. I'm sorry.
Mohawks. Let's go ahead and fuck off with the Mohawks.
For boys.
And you know what?
I think they're kind of cute on little guys.
It's only because the first picture is this little kid.
What about, because you typed in Mohawks for boys. That's why.
Shit, the FBI's coming.
Not to be weird.
The FBI's coming.
Type in Mohawks.
Men.
For men. There we go.
See, no, all right. See, like this dude.
That guy looks good.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between
I'm talking about the
Mohawk strip
Look at this
and like the faux hawk that like
Right.
starts at the side of your head and then goes up.
Even the second, that one's like, yeah.
No, you know who I'm talking. Like stupid.
Right, those
stupid.
ones.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the actual strip of the Mohawk.
This dude's got an
not
iguana on his head. Now,
not the ones that start at the side of your head and
well,
then gradually go
even
up.
so, like if you're so punk rocker, like I don't want to. Like, do you really have to go to the store? Like, you have to wake up every single morning and just fucking spike your shit up so hard, like to go into a store.
Yeah,
like-
especially the real high ones.
Like this dude right here, like that's a great Mohawk. This black dude right now that we're looking at, faded sides, great beard, like everything's lined up. This dude, this dickhead, this is what I hate.
Wait, okay, but, okay.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
no, I agree.
Come on, man.
The strip
I agree.
that's only an
The
inch
one
wide.
next to him, though, like the first
and it goes
one,
super
You're
high.
not Travis Barker, dude. Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Travis
Back to the
Barker.
fucking boys.
Back to the boys.
Good God. Fucking computer's about to blow up. Which one, Laura?
So the one you were just on, no, not. Where were
This guy.
So, no, the one next to him, right?
Him?
So, no, the other way, the left, that one that you're on. No, not that one. The other one to the right. Yeah, no, like yeah,
Jesus.
that one. That like looks good.
That's not a Mohawk. That's a fade.
Oh, okay.
That has nothing to do with Mohawks. I don't even
All right, I
realize.
never had one.
Good for you.
Oh, really? How come?
Good for you. David Beckham, he's a fucking sexy stud.
He has had like mohawks before.
He has whatever hell he wants.
All right,
Anyway, Mohawks. I'm just sick of it. Like, just knock it off.
all right.
But, like,
fine.
these black guys right here look really good. He's Spanish. David Beckham.
Wow,
looks
that's
like
bad. There,
he
that's
looks
a bad
stupid.
one.
He looks stupid.
Yeah.
All right, Laura, your number... Jared Leto, too.
3.
Fuck you. Your
All
number
right.
3.
My number 3 is the bump it for the hair.
Never heard of it.
The poof, like the bump
Oh,
it.
the
Like
the
there
thing,
is-
it curls up and
No,
then
like
it
there's,
stops
like-
and then it goes
What's it
back.
called? Bug?
No, put bump it for hair. And it was like a
BUMP.
physical plastic piece you put on your head to make like the puff. Yeah, bump it hair right there.
Oh, boy.
No, here, scroll down. It was like in the front of your head.
Right, the hair went like essentially like your bang where your bangs would be.
Yeah, and then
Carrie Underwood?
Went around it and then went
Yeah.
back. Like that hairstyle of Carrie Underwood, right?
Yeah.
She might not have been wearing the
Oh,
physical
obviously hers looks
plastic
great.
thing.
How
Like
come
that.
this?
Yeah, the bump it. Like it was like this plastic piece you'd put like. They can't see what I'm doing, but like right here.
Yeah, we can. Hold on.
No, and you would put it right here, and then they would like puff their hair up like this.
Oh,
Like the whole
like
high
Snooki.
school was like, yeah. So it was like, just put the poof. That would probably be better. But like there was this piece.
Right, like
This,
that
this,
girl
this,
right
this.
there. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
Trash.
But
She looks like she sucked 1,000 dicks.
yeah. 1,000.
1,000.
but no, there was this like piece that you could buy. Like
She
I
was a
knew people
notorious
had.
dick sucker in her grade.
Everybody
Don't
knows.
hit the lights. We know. Oh, who's in my...
What? What was that? So the bump it, do you need to have the plastic piece
No,
for you to hate
no.
it?
No, I just don't hate
Just
the.
the
I
idea
guess it's
of
the
it?
poof I hate, like the poof,
Yeah.
like that.
But the fact that you also needed a plastic piece to make it look like that.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
you.
the piece was funny because I knew someone that had it, and then you put it on your head, and then you pull your hair over it,
Right.
like yeah,
The shit girls would do. Unbelievable.
The fact that you need to add that to your head.
yeah.
Fuck you.
that was
My number 3.
Sure.
What are we on? We're on number 3, right?
yeah.
My number 3 was the double polo pop collar.
Oh, sweet
Oh.
Jesus.
Look.
Not to be mistaken for the double beater.
So you needed 2 different colors, obviously.
Yeah.
And they needed to be like
A double X and an XL.
not like contrasting, but like
Well, one had to match whatever the symbol of whatever brand you're
Right.
wearing on the shirt.
right. But it was like pink and blue or something like
Yeah.
that. Like not. I don't know what the right word is in colors, like complementary or contrasting or whatever.
Sure.
But to have 2 polos and pop both their collars, who do you think you are?
You're gay. Which is fine, but just tell us.
There you go. Like a green and a black.
There you go.
I feel like you can't even find pictures about it anymore.
Here he is.
They deleted them from all the
This guy.
the Bannon.
This guy's wearing his closet.
Right, but it's pink and blue and purple and orange.
Nah, it's a solid pick. It's just Jesus. That's a great how tight. Like I only like my pants tight. I can't have the shirts tight.
Like I wonder if you need it. I don't think you would need different sizes, right? Because
I don't know.
you need the versatility to put. I wore the pink one on the outside today. Now I'm going to wear it on the inside.
Okay. The double polo, very good. Mine, I don't even know if I can Google this. My number 3, this one is for all my girls in Philly I grew up with. Adidas slides, flip-flops with socks. And then the inside out fucking sweatpants.
Okay.
You dirty little bitches. And then they would slick back their hair hard as fuck, like greasy. Like everyone thought they were in a Lumi D fucking music video. You little fucking ghetto fucking bitches. Like every girl wore the. I'm a big feet guy, so like.
You like feet?
So let them out.
A good foot, yeah.
That is like the opposite. I hate feet.
Bride wears thong sandals all day.
If he puts his foot near, like, I will like lose my shit.
Why?
Like, I just hate feet. I'm so
because his feet aren't nice.
No, not even just all feet. Any all feet. Like I just don't like.
Like you don't appreciate a good foot.
No, I just think like, ugh, don't put them near me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Fight the power.
Agree to disagree.
Fight the power.
No, it's fine. Like no, I'll judge your foot. Like if it's not nice, then it's not nice. But like I like a good foot. But like when like people would just wear socks with like their sandals, you're like, what are you doing? Either get your feet done or don't. Yeah. Like not everyone's foot has to be perfect. And the sandals were
the one with like the little massage things. Remember? Like,
the little fucking gel pack things.
Remember those?
And if they would have wore them, this is their 6th year wearing them. So there's no more gel things where your foot lands.
Yeah, it's all fucking worn out. Like, come on, dog.
They pop off and shit.
Like, they were the Velcro ones before the slides. Like, the slide, your foot just goes in now. They were like the Velcro ones. Yeah. Hate it. Like, and there was the little ghetto girls.
Oh, yeah.
Inside out sweatpants. Like, what you doing? Huh?
Because they wore them the right way.
That style's never coming back. That's a fact. That style's not coming back.
Number 2.
All right, my number 2 is the juicy tracksuit, specifically with the writing on the butt.
Okay,
Baby?
the one that says juicy?
Or juicy, or like princess or whatever on the butt, but the tracksuit's like, yeah. They're up there.
Velvet, what were they? Juicy.
Velour.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or maybe they're crushed velour, and I think they're velour. But yeah, with the writing on the butt.
I used to love Bebe.
Hey, Bebe.
My sister had Bebe across her ass. At least it's above her ass.
Now, does it have to be? Does it have to be all the same color, like a pink, the full?
Yeah.
Like if it was different colors.
That's velour. It looks like velvet.
Yeah.
It looks like something Prince would wear around his house.
If it was different colors, was that cool or no?
No.
It's never cool. Juicy on the ass.
100%.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's something Jill Wilhelm would wear.
Shout out to Jill.
Shout out to Jill. She wore that. We sat next to each other in gym class. She wore that before.
That's the same outfit. I'm pretty sure.
That's a fact.
04. Yeah.
Yeah. Jill was a
beautiful.
Juicy girl. Oh, this is it. Yeah. Look at this.
Do you that's a shopper in your store.
$460 for a juicy tracksuit.
That's a shopper in your store. You're disrespecting them on live radio.
Oh, here we go. Who's that? Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
About to get a DUI. I don't know. Is that that can't be J-Lo.
That's Sierra.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Bangs suck too. Put that on the list.
That's a side note.
Bangs fucking blow.
All right, so my number 2. Shout out to Lauren here. The puka shell /
really
shark tooth / arrowhead / just about any men's necklace chain.
Oh,
fuck it.
A nice Jesus piece will do.
For the most part, fuck it.
Okay, I feel you.
Especially if you're gonna have the chains that you like pretend to tuck in. You're like, no, I tuck it in, but it's always out. You're like, I thought you tuck it in. No, oh my bad. Like you're just trying to show it off. Shut the.
No, I
rip
hear
it off
you.
Your fucking neck.
But one of my honorable,
but mostly the puka shell, arrowhead.
One of my honorable mentions was chokers. So.
See, I don't mind a choker.
Because you're a fucking freak.
I don't
like the choker.
Yeah,
but that's
fucking retarded. It looks like you have barbed wire around your throat.
Yeah.
Girls necklaces and girls stuff I never had a problem with.
Okay.
It's the guy stuff that I started to have a problem with.
Who bullied you in school and wear a necklace? This cuts deep.
No, I had a puka shell, and I think
and then you were the bully.
I might have had an arrowhead too. I feel like I got it from. That was in like 4th grade.
It was fake. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
All
we
right.
had some kind of like Native American ceremony thing at
Sweetwater,
New Albany, and I remember going into a teepee out on the front lawn, and I bought a shark tooth. I think I just bought a shark tooth though. Like I didn't buy a necklace. But whatever, dude.
I feel you.
I did some of these things. I don't know what to tell you.
My number 2, UFO pants. Now, I could not handle the fucking Skater Boys, the Limp Bizkit fans. I love Limp Bizkit. Don't get me wrong. Hey, skateboard. I love Tony Hawk Pro Skater too. Whatever. You walk around and I can't even see your fucking. I don't know what kind of legs you have.
I'm actually gonna jump in here too because my number 1 was the Jinko jeans.
Hey, so they're an honorable mention for me.
There you go. So we can all contribute.
So Jinko jeans are just the jean version of UFOs.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So that's
Like
why I wanted to jump in. I was debating whether I should or not.
This is Seth Green and Can't Hardly Wait when he has the goggles on and shit. Come on, dude. Like, what the fuck is
like
the
that?
UFO?
Those pants right there. The guy in the blue in the center. His pants are so wide they cover his entire fucking shoe.
You might as well be barefoot. Look at this dude about to throw a kick.
Like you're gonna fly away in them bitches.
Well, let me put the Jinko jeans up. Like they are just unnecessary. I mean,
and the Django jeans have the huge pockets too.
And everybody had a chain fucking while they went. And I had no problem with I'm not calling out the fucking kids who like the Insane Clown Posse and shit, but oh, here we go. This is Seth Green. Can't hardly wait.
Right. Look at some of these fucking pants.
Come on, dude. Can't hardly wait. You know what? Let's just do it. With the fucking Scotty Two Hotties. Can't hardly. You ever see that movie, Laura?
Yeah, I love it.
Fabulous. Trip McNeely. Any words of wisdom, Trip? Rubber flip-flops. Got warts all over my feet. Where's fucking
it was
Seth
just
Green?
it's just too much.
It's fucking stupid. I mean, I know it was in. Oh man, he looks dead here, huh? Sorry for everybody looking.
He was in that show. He was in that show. On Amazon Prime.
Grace and Frankie.
Franklin and Bash.
Yeah, he's the one.
That's making shit up. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. UFO pants, Jingo jeans, very inappropriate, very stupid. You probably drove a fucking Bronco too and had a subwoofer in your car. Number 1.
I actually had Jingo jeans was my number 1, but I actually combined them with bell bottoms because I don't like how they're because Jingo jeans are kind of the same way. Like they start together on your upper legs.
The only thing
and
about
then they
bell
just
bottoms
run out of control.
And flares, they're like fitted through the top, where Jingo jeans are just like one situation from the waist.
Right. So Jingo jeans are more like straight line out.
Right.
And bell bottoms are more like
fitted
curved
and then,
out.
Yeah.
That's why I put them together because I don't like what's going on down the bottom.
Yeah.
It's too much. Fantastic. Like now even like boot cut pants are out of control now.
Boot cut's
like,
weird.
It's just like
that's why I wear skinny jeans.
You just want to see their leg, right?
Right. Just like like ankles.
And I wear a hard cuff too because I like to show off my sneakers. I have thick legs. There's nothing I can do, and I'm not wearing baggier pants. And I'm short, so if you're short with baggy pants, you look ridiculous. So I wear tight jeans.
Either way, you look ridiculous.
Yeah, I have no choice.
You personally.
So fuck it.
Laura, you're number 1.
My number 1 is Ed Hardy.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, is it your one too?
100%.
No, I already had my number 1, but that's a good one. I like it.
He was huge.
Ugh.
Huge.
Awful.
Huge. He was fucking killing it with the teens and tweens.
Yeah, but you know what? Even mix him in with like the stupid dudes who watched the UFC back in the day, like Affliction shirts and like Ed Hardy.
But even like there was dresses, I remember.
Ugh, I didn't know that.
Like fitted dresses, but yeah,
because all it is old school tattoos, but then they put it on clothing that
it's like tigers and snakes and dragons
turned
and
into shit.
Yeah.
And skulls and you're just getting out of control.
I just want to see a girl in an Ed Hardy shirt, not Dan Hardy. Yeah, it's just too much, sir.
Like it covers the entire shirt. Like some of them are on the sleeves.
Look at this!
And shit
Look at
too.
this fucking dork. The sleeves look tattooed, so it came.
But it's a white shirt.
Wait, so that was
almost shirt,
in my top 5. The short sleeves over the long sleeve tee was like
terrible.
People are terrible.
Yeah.
But these were all fashion trends that were in at the time.
Jersey Shore season 1, like.
It just starts to look terrible.
Ugh.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Ed fucking Hardy.
Ev, you're number 1.
Why? What was your one?
The Jenko jeans and bell bottoms.
My number one, and these are out right now, and I can't fucking stand it because they remind me of dirty ass Hooter fucking waitresses. Even though they were
bring the shoes back, baby.
Filas.
Yeah.
And
you know who brought that back?
Yeah, probably fucking Kim
Urban
Kardashian,
Outfitters.
Dirty bitch. So look at how ugly.
And Urban Outfitters did it because you left. They were like, if Lauren's going to leave,
so Urban,
we're going to come out with these
they went
terrible
into
shoes.
Urban Outfitters, $65.
Wait, no. So Fila
Disgust
gave
me.
Urban permission to go into their like archives, and that's why like they were bringing all those sweatshirts and everything back from Fila. They like took all the old school shit, brought it back.
Hate it.
The shoes have been recent, but before that was
they are disgusting. You look like a Hooters waitress.
That's like the shoes that are back.
And people wear these like, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no way, there is absolutely no way you like these shoes. You're just wearing them because they're in.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't like those.
Right.
You don't fucking like them.
No one's like, yo, they're nice shoes, dude.
Right.
They're
and they
blocky.
probably make your legs look really thin because they're so chunky. To be
Yeah,
honest.
maybe that's part of it.
That's what I mean.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking Fila.
Laura, rip through your 5 to 1, the whole thing.
All right. The 5 was the puka shell necklaces. 4 was the zip away cargo pants to shorts. 3 was the bump it. 4 was the juicy tracksuit with the writing on the butt. And 1 was Ed Hardy.
Don't forget the writing on the butt.
Yeah, needs the writing
No,
on
it
the butt.
has to have the writing.
Have to have the writing on the butt. The other ones are fine.
Especially the sparkly writing.
Ugh. The rhinestones.
Ugh.
Bedazzling. You're a big bedazzler, right?
Bedazzler.
Your pockets are always Jason Aldean-ish.
My number 5 was the drop crotch pants. Number 4 was the Yeti boots. Number 3 was the double polo. Number 2 was the puka shell shark tooth arrowhead necklace.
Jesus.
And number 1 is like bell bottom / Jinko jeans.
My number 5 was the dad shoes, the mohawk, the Adidas flip flops with black socks and the inside out pants. Don't forget them. 2 was the UFOs. I guess might as well be UFO Jinko jeans because they're both
Same thing.
Whatever. And 1 is fucking Fila shoes. You fucking dirty bitches.
Laura, you had some.
All right, well, there's 2 honorable
honorable mentions
mentions,
that
I
you wanted to bring
think. 1 is the Uggs with the jean skirt, specifically with the jean skirt. Because Uggs, I think, are ugly as all, like, sin, but...
All get out.
They're functional. Like, you know what I mean? They're so freaking warm.
Right.
2 was my honorable mention was the Crocs. Same reason. They're, like...
The best...
They're shower shoes, pretty much. They're like
Right.
what you would buy to go to
In
your
prison,
freshman dorm, college,
Either
shower.
you're a chef.
That or Old Navy flip-flops. You're buying that or Crocs to shower in.
Crocs, you're either a chef because they're slip resistant or you're in prison. The best Croc fucking meme ever is like, oh, Crocs are so comfortable until you're, shit. Oh, Crocs are like getting a blowjob from a guy. They're super. It feels super good until you look down and realize you're gay. Go ahead and butcher that joke again, F.
So 2, I have a bunch of them, but 2 I want to mention because they're in today, and that's one of them was like the super high waist jeans, especially like when girls will wear like a shirt that just covers their tits because they want to show how high their jeans come up. So like I can't tell that you're wearing a super high waist jean if you have like a regular shirt on.
Right.
And the other one is those huge like sun beach hats
Oh, yeah.
that girls will wear. I think they look fucking so stupid.
Let's throw a fedora in there too for
so
dudes.
stupid.
Yeah.
Fedoras. Let's go ahead and get lost, huh?
Yeah.
Like the ones you can like you can pull the brim like over their whole face. That's how fucking big it is. You're like, what's going on? This isn't 1920.
How about this? Let's just lift the spirit up real quick. One thing that we all love that like
Okay, good
like
call.
you know how like
We're talking about hate earlier
Yeah.
in the
I'm saying,
episode.
well, this is
now we're-
fashion because people just like want to be a part of a group and like trendy. So like, what is something that you think as if like a 50-year-old mom that you're still going to be rocking? Because I know, like, I'll just start it off. I know I'm going to be wearing Vans when I'm a 50-year-old dad. Like, they're not going away. Like, I'm just going to be wearing Van shoes. I love them. They're comfortable. They fit my fat feet.
And it's the low top
I
and
It's
love
low
it.
top.
Yeah.
I don't like socks.
Hey, I like Vans high tops, though. They have
There you
some
go.
good
I like
Right,
high tops
no,
too.
no,
I love
Uh,
Vans in general. Yeah, sure.
Right.
I like... Oh, let me think.
I don't know. I mean,
Like, there's certain things. Like, Air Force Ones, like, sometimes they're gangster, but sometimes they're just so clean and nice. Like,
Yeah.
Air Force Ones
well,
go
you
with
need
a
a
lot.
clean pair though.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
the problem.
Yeah.
And like after having them for like a week, they're not clean anymore.
See, you know what's funny? I have white Vans, 2 pairs of them, but like I don't like them brand new. Like mine are dirty, but like they look better dirty. And I don't mean like someone took a dump on them, but I mean like they need to be a little scuffed up.
Broken in.
They need to be through it. They've been put through the fucking ringer.
I'm not saying I'm gonna wear them to a Creed concert and get them all Creed roughed up, but
Yeah. I honestly think like I will be wearing jumpsuits still. I think they're like
like Adidas, like Run DMC jumpsuits.
Like a
No,
Juicy
I'm
Couture?
wearing a jumpsuit right now.
Oh, a jumper.
A jumpsuit, like like
Isn't that called a romper?
no, if it's short, but like a full on, like I feel like they're just easy. Like,
Oh.
I'll still rock it.
Now,
You
weird
guys
question.
aren't gonna say anything negative because I'm here and wearing it.
Yeah,
I
we'll
won't.
talk about you after
I
you
won't,
leave
but
from
like
Biggie.
once you leave, we're gonna turn this thing
no,
back on. And
I think I'll still wear them.
So, weird question. Like, how do you go to the bathroom? You gotta, like,
she's
fully-
wearing a long
Pull
jacket,
it
so there's
down.
buttons in the back where her ass is. And there's-
Yeah.
There's 2 buttons that
There's
cover
a
her butt.
zipper.
No,
No,
that's
yeah,
what I mean.
it-
Like,
no,
you
it
have to
is.
like fully declothe, right?
But it like really does not take that long just to like.
No, I'm not saying
Pull
it
it
does,
down.
but I just feel like that'd be weird for me to go into a stall and just fully declothe to go to the bathroom.
I do it like in the winter, like during snowstorms, because we wear bibs, which are like
Oh, okay.
overalls and
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I thought you were just gonna stop. I do it when I go to work.
No, I mean, if
I
you think
sometimes I
about
get
it,
naked
I mean,
and take
take
a
your
shit.
pants off and you're kind of bare ass naked when you shit anyway.
Yeah, I
so what's
know.
the difference? All you're wearing is a shirt.
I know. I'm just saying. I think it'd be weird.
Your brother takes his shirt off every time he shits.
I don't know.
Very
it's
interesting.
So weird.
Very interesting.
He always. It's weird.
Sometimes I do it just in honor.
In honor of him doing it.
Episode 42 in the books, right?
Yeah, I think it's 42, right? Yeah, that's
Lauren,
what we said.
thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for having
We
me.
had a blast. Guys,
We got one more round of this, guys.
at Soul Active, visit the store, visit her Instagram, visit the website.
Yeah.
Everything's Soul Active, right?
Yeah.
Just
Soul
Soul
Active
Active.
Apparel.
Everything's Soul Active. Thank you so much for coming on. YouTubebomb.com.
Thanks for having
Thanks for the
me.
kombucha.
You're welcome.
This is fun. I can't wait to come over to your house and drink again.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was really fun.
There you go. You were nervous, and now here you are.
Everybody.
Just
Made
rip through a 2-hour and like 7-minute episode. No biggie.
Guys,
No
go
biggie.
to our Instagram. Donate for the bike ride we're going on. We really appreciate. We love everybody. We need to get shirts out. People are just
I have the website. I'll show it to you after this.
people want shirts.
There you go.
Guys, we
So-
love you. Peace out.